Woohoo! Round of applause, Budden. We are here. Appreciate everyone out there. We love you all. Club Ambition Podcast Cap, episode 105 in the building. Sound, your weekly host. You already know what it is. And we got Marloon in the building, the co-host extraordinaire right there.
I'm always holding this shit down.
You know what I'm saying? Controversial man over the weekend. Now known as the number one Chief Keef hater in the world.
My boys will hit me up about that shit.
Yeah. I saw a lot of comments. People were like laughing at Marloon. Marloon's bugging.
What did I say again?
That he's not influential, blah, 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 all that shit.
No. I
said
didn't.
he sucks. He said
I
he
said
looks bad.
he's influential. I said he's not one of the greatest rappers.
I don't know.
That's what you said. Let's
I
run that
did
shit
not
back.
say he was a
We got Edwin in the building as well.
Yes, you did.
Hello, it's Ed Rebels.
Let's run this shit, man.
Edwin Robles, you know, we in the building. This is, for those who don't know, Eric YI's brother. For those who didn't know, a lot of people always see the resemblance. He was in the reaction with us as well. So
Indeed.
The trio is back from the Drake reaction. We're going to talk about Drake a lot today. But for starters, we're going to do a couple of other topics to run by Rhode Island news, also other music news before we get into it, and also the international news that's going on with the international conflict with the Hamas and Israel situation. But we're definitely going to, this is the Drake episode. Just fair warning out there, this is the Drake episode. We're 3 days removed from the Drake album releasing. It felt like a damn bomb. Well, I can't even say that because of what's happening right now. I didn't mean that. It felt like a big push,
event. Okay.
a big push in the industry. We got everyone in the industry has an opinion about it. It's messing with the man himself, Drake. I've never seen him this sensitive. You know, he really cares about people's opinion with this album more than ever before. So we're gonna talk a lot about that as well. But for start,
I have this shit brought up.
Oh, you got the Chief Keef?
Yeah, trying to do me.
So what did you say about Chief Keef?
I'm trying to see right now.
Edwin in the car. Edwin's the biggest Chief Keef fan. Talk your shit. You glow gang, nigga.
He said one of the best artists. Maybe the influential part, I'll accept that.
Influential part, I'll accept that.
Talk that shit.
Best artist.
Talk that shit, Edwin.
Influential, nigga. Influential, yeah.
I started using the N-word. I got mad.
Best artist.
Come on, nigga.
Best artist.
So say some shit.
It's
Say
still
some shit.
in your
Nigga, no.
top five.
I don't
It's
like
in your top five. It's in your top five.
artists,
And your top
So Marloon didn't say influential. He said accepts it. He approved of it. He approved it. But is he in your list of influential?
no.
That's the thing. He accepts the idea though.
I accept the idea and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But he's not one of the best artists. Y'all smoking dicks if you think that.
He's
Listen.
one of my favorite artists.
We'll get
That's
to the
cool. That's cool. That's fine.
we'll get to
You know
the
what I'm saying?
debates
He's not
more.
one of the best artists though.
He's fallen off lately over the past few years. Hopefully on the 13th he revives and he shows the hip hop and rap game.
I don't know. I think he's gonna push that album back again. I think he's pushing it
I
again.
know. I haven't heard shit. He hasn't been fucking.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That new
I
Chief
want
Keef
some-
album is
nigga,
never
but
coming
it's
out.
like-
It's fine
It's
'cause
about to
we
be
have
Halloween.
we have
It's-
two
It'll
albums.
be dope for
We
him to
have
have
two
some
albums dropping on the 13th.
hits out, man.
Yeah, we got Offset and Bad Bunny to get to. So yeah.
If he drops on the 13th, he's gonna fuck himself over. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. But for those who don't know, also, shout out to the sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Problem Gambling Services. Problem Gambling Services of the Rhode Island Lottery. If you out there feel like you might be potentially, addicted or have any issues with the gambler and know someone that might be spending a bit too much money on gambling and you just don't know what to do, especially if you're in Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Lottery actually provides a service called the Problem Gambling Services, PGS. Go to the website, problemgamblingservices.com, and you'll be able to get actual resource information for meetings, information to call hotlines, because, people don't realize, it's fun to gamble, it's okay, but then there's a side of things where it gets pretty scary. It's a real deal addiction. A lot of people, spend all their money, go broke doing it. I've known some people personally, young people, pretty young people, and kids and college students at URI. A lot of wild conversations. So, Problem Gambling Services, pretty fascinating. They're here. They're the sponsor. Check them out. Make sure to check them out. Moving on. Speaking of Rhode Island, we're going to talk about the Rhode Island news that broke today. For those who don't know out there, today has been known nationally as Columbus Day, Christopher Columbus Day. Now people are trying to change it, rightfully so, to Indigenous People Day, because of the horrific history of Christopher Columbus. But for those who didn't know, here in Rhode Island, there was a very controversial statue that was removed in Providence a couple years ago. I was there the day it was removed, the statue of Christopher Columbus from, I think it was Elmwood, the
Elmwood Reservoir.
Elmwood Reservoir area. They've removed it, right? Rightfully so. What happened? What was going on? No one knows. It was put in storage, and I guess it was put up to be sold. I didn't even know this. So, the former Providence mayor, Joe Paulino, let me pronounce this to the best of my ability. I never knew he was really actually a mayor. Joe Paulino is going to pop up right here. I believe he's Italian because Christopher Columbus is an Italian figure, a historic Italian figure. Joe Paulino. He was a former Providence mayor years ago. He purchased this privately, and he gave it to Johnston as a gift to actually install there. And then volunteers were the people on staff helping him install it these past couple weeks. So their whole thing was to not use city money, government money, because obviously the backlash it would face. But it's still going to face backlash because it was still, but the way it was done, it was like, hey, you guys are going to be mad about it, but we can still do it because I can privately buy it and I can give it to this little park, Memorial Park in Johnston, as a gift, free gift. So today there was a whole ceremony on Columbus Day ceremony at the actual memorial spot, Memorial Park in Johnston, nearby here, allegedly. I don't know. Not really actually that nearby here, to be honest, but in the same city. And it was very controversial, rightfully so, because you see people there protesting. I knew that this was going to be installed. It was announced last week, but I didn't know it was actually going to be a whole ceremony. I didn't think about it. I'm like, oh, it's so close to the Columbus Day. It makes sense. Oh, but on the actual day, they doubled down. So not on top of them celebrating Columbus Day, which is like, why celebrate that at all in Rhode Island? Why? You have the statue being unveiled in Johnston, celebrating, clapping it up. We have, it was a crowd of maybe 50 to 100 people there. And if you look at the crowd, they all look white, right? A lot of white. It was all white. I didn't see one person of color in the crowd at all. There was news coverage there. And there was also actual protesters there. We're going to play some clips of the protesters there. And the protesters got into an actual debate with people there. And one of the men had the balls enough to say that he was so proud of his white courage and the white people and everything that they've done. And this is what has gone viral now with my post. Shout out to WPRI that did the coverage there on site. But
a lot of ignorance.
Yeah, a lot of ignorance, man. At the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I do like my racism out loud. Like, if you are gonna be racist and you're gonna have, these opinions and like be vengeful, at least it's out loud. So now we know where to, maintain our distance from and who to not fuck with. But if you look at the gentleman looked like the stereotypical Karen with the sunglasses. Let me put the audio actually on the Bluetooth more. Let's connect that way the people can hear.
I think the male Karens are called Kents.
Yeah, this is a
short-tempered ass motherfucker.
Yeah, this white male with the stereotypical Karen sunglasses. He has the Karen fit package.
He has the fit, the long sleeve checkered button up with a fucking vest on.
Yeah, look at the man right here. Look at what happened.
When all these cops have to protect you. Yeah, I'm proud of what white people have accomplished. I'm proud that these white men are here to protect you. I'm proud that we've conquered this land for white men.
And you're proud of the slavery?
I'm proud of it.
You're proud of it?
Proud? Slavery has been everywhere. You are just uneducated. Get out of here. Nobody wants you. Get out. Get out. Get out. Nobody wants you, communist scum. Nobody wants you here. Communist scum. Communist scum. Communist scum. Communist scum. Nobody wants you.
He look at the young Johnson cop staring at him like, bro, take it easy, buddy. He was almost smiling
that's his first day on the job.
Yeah, he was like smiling at him like almost like, damn, hold up, bro. Like, calm down. This Italian woman telling the protester, you don't even know history.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
You don't know history. You have better Italian role models than this person. You deserve.
Shout out to WPRI again for the coverage. So, man, controversial, but for those who don't remember out there, I'll kindly remind you.
I was driving to work today and this morning, and there's a lot of people who have the day off today, man. And
It's a holiday.
I was confused. I was like, yo, why is this parking lot so empty today? When I was going in the parking lot today, and I forgot it was Columbus Day.
Yeah, I
Some
didn't
stupid
have a
ass
fucking
fucking
day
holiday,
off.
man.
I didn't have it off. I'll go fuck if it's Columbus Day or not, but give me the day off.
No bullshit, because they're gonna give it to someone. They might as well give it to everyone
Yeah.
at that point.
Bro, I went to work happy. I'm like, I'm gonna get paid time and a half, did this and that. My boss is like, yeah, nah, I don't think today's one of those days they chose. I said, bro, why you got me here then?
Yeah, no.
The fuck?
But for those who don't know out there, this disgusting man, this disgusting human, historically, yes, the discovery of the land, which has now become America, but there's a ugly side to it that doesn't get shown in classrooms. People don't talk about it as much. Was the actual killings that happened, the actual abuse. You know, this man was a man behind raping of Caribbean women. Caribbean women were raped. There was native Indians that were actually beheaded. You know, like limbs were cut off, parts of their bodies were cut off, ears were cut off. There was a whole movement to actually get young children, female women at that time, 9 to 10-year-old. You know, Christopher Columbus was behind making them actually be sold as sex slaves, you know, during this time. Thousands of people in general were enslaved. That was like, everyone kind of knows that, or acts like they don't know that. Like, that's the main hovering point. But aside from them just being enslaved, he was actually behind the raping and beheading of these people, you know. And it's like, to give him a holiday is one thing, right? And then you're going to have people who are like, oh, but this is to, you know, we're Italian American. We're proud of our Italian American heritage. Then be proud of the American heritage, the Italian American heritage, without glorifying this man. No one's saying it's bad to be proud of your Italian American history. But to say that Christopher Columbus deserves statue monuments, he deserves holidays, he deserves to be praised, and you're going to have people like this white man in Johnston now saying that he's proud to be white and that white people, white dominance, and then like he's like a white power. This is going to now incite what we now see that broke news right after. Literally, for those who don't know, right after this happened, there's now hateful white nationalist messages all over Johnston. All over Johnston. WJAR, Channel 10 has the report. We'll watch the full video because I think they have actual interviews with the people, you know, in these neighborhoods that were receiving these messages. But this is all due to the cause of the Columbus Day celebration and also the Columbus statue. This is called a domino effect. When you do one thing, you light a fire one place, it's going to spread. And that's what's happening right now in Johnston. So the mayor of Johnston needs to actively realize what the fuck he is allowing to happen in his city. Let's look at it right here. This is Channel 10. They were in Johnston today.
Dan and Emily, pretty much every driveway in this neighborhood got one of these flyers. Now, Johnston's mayor says there's no place for these hateful messages here. Dozens of Johnston residents on Oak Hill Drive waking up this morning to find a plastic bag filled with rocks and a white nationalist message on their property.
First time we ever got this. We've been here over 28 years, so it's the first time we got something like this.
I was actually afraid to pick it up because I didn't know what it was.
The hateful message inside the bags reading, quote, "New Englanders, you are being replaced. Organize and resist." It goes on to ask men of European descent to reach out to an email.
I just can't believe that
Oh
people
my
are going.
God.
So the messages are reading on paper. New Englanders, you're being replaced. Organize and resist. With an email address for European white males here in Rhode Island to contact and join this coalition, this movement. They're actively recruiting in our faces. Something that potentially might be happening this whole time behind the scenes, right? These white nationalist movements, neo-Nazis. It's happening now in broad daylight on Columbus Day.
Bro.
After the Columbus statue it gets revealed and relocated to Johnston in Memorial Park.
That's so easy, bro. They put the email see where the IP address leads you. Boom, boom. Easy.
Or it could be some what's it
Unless they
called?
use a VPN and
Yeah,
if
there could be some.
smart.
There
But
could
I
be some
highly
protected.
I highly doubt these motherfuckers are that smart, bro. Oh, BMW.
All these ads. But yeah, this is pretty disgusting. You know, I am disappointed in I'm disappointed today for Rhode Island. I think it's a sad day for Rhode Island. I think it's a sad day for Rhode Island in general. Rhode Islanders. This is disgusting.
Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised because yes, you know, this state is what 80% white, majority white, but then it's a very, you know, diverse, full, beautiful place to be, especially in Providence. Very, you know, fun.
Where we be at.
And then now we get a reminder that that's not always the case, you know. So for those who didn't know out there, keep your eyes open because even though this happened here in Rhode Island, this is not just in Rhode Island. This is a thing everywhere.
Yeah, 100%.
There's going to be these movements and coalitions in every state in this country.
Yeah.
For as long as you know we live. So be very careful.
Man. Keep it tucked, guys.
Yeah, protect yourself and protect your
tucked.
family. Because yeah, this shit is not a joke. Any thoughts? You seem scared, as you should be.
No, there's just ignorance and racism anywhere you go in the world, and it's just important to keep close to, you know, just
the blicky?
just stay away.
Stay
from
close to the
that
blicky?
shit, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying you become violent, but
Well, we're not the ones being
there's
violent.
hate everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just you just gotta spread love and just smile on their face, and you know, just keep walking. That's it.
Yeah.
This man's giving false information, bro.
False information. That's
Listen,
false information.
you gotta find God, seek God,
100%.
pray up, stay up, and be around your loved ones because right now it's tumultuous times.
There's a lot of people confused out
Yeah,
here, man.
people are
It's-
frustrated out here.
What was that word you used?
Frustrated?
No. The
Tumultuous times.
This man's been reading the dictionary lately.
No, it's a good word. It's a good word. Tumultuous times.
He's
you
been
know,
bringing a lot of words. out.
listen, these people, these white men in Rhode Island, they might be frustrated because you know you see gas is going up again. They see, you know, damn, I gotta pay what $7 for a gallon of milk. It's frustrating, but
Damn, bro, what milk you buying?
listen, depends the place. But I've paid up to upwards of $7 for a gallon of milk. Yeah, definitely.
And it's not. They're
Damn.
not just frustrated. They're just.
You know, I'm joking. You know, but no, the price is real. I'm talking about. I'm joking as far as these white men being frustrated because of that. They've been like that this whole time. These are people that just this is their regular day. But now they're on camera. They want, you know,
they
want.
finally had the balls to do.
Yeah,
something.
that's what it really is.
Yeah.
they're just scared too that now like people are speaking about these things and pulling out facts and they don't know these things. I feel like they know some of it, but it's like sometimes the way they're brought up and taught these things that they're just given parts of like the history of these people like Columbus, and they don't really know the full history. And yeah, I mean,
No, these are people that just not educated. You know, they're down to the core. They're gonna believe what they believe and shit like that. And they're one of those where it's like they don't want to be told wrong. You know what I'm
they're
saying?
hard-headed.
You know, this and that, blah, blah, because you're gonna look like a corn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know, it is what it is.
Man, yeah. Rhode Islanders, pay attention. If you live in Rhode Island, wake the fuck up and pay attention. It's not a fucking game, especially if you're black, brown. Wake up. It's a wild time right now.
Peeled, man, yeah.
Have your eyes peeled because this shit is not just for clout. These are people that they're really, you know, in real life. They're not saying this shit behind a fucking Instagram account. They're saying this shit in real life in person, you know, in front of people. They don't give a fuck. You know, so this is getting real. Moving on, though, that's the only Rhode Island news we're going to talk about today, unfortunately. Next week, we'll keep you guys updated with more stuff. Bad Bunny has a brand new album dropping Friday.
Yes.
Marloon's a part of the private Bad Bunny WhatsApp message group chat.
How many tracks does he?
22 songs.
22.
Wow.
22 songs, you know, rightfully so.
We can assume the most recent one is on it.
Yes, preview's on it, and there's another one on it. Where She Goes is on.
Is on it too.
Yeah, because you can
It
pre-order.
makes sense because what is this whole cowboy theme shit though? So what?
Really? Is it cowboy theme?
So 1% might be on this shit too then.
Yeah, because that's a cover art. It's like a cowboy.
But then the shit that he drops today is like old school mob style shit. He has his head shaved
Trap
with
vibe.
with his widow peak. That's Trap Bunny.
Yeah.
I like that cover.
So what's going on?
Yeah, so the song, my bad, the title of the album is called Nadie Sabe Lo Que Va a Pasar Mañana. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
And that's legit what's happening nowadays.
Yeah, so that's like a representation of life. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And then we all thought it was just going to be called Nadie Sabe because he was saying that, you know, and previewing that on the Where She Goes video randomly on billboards in L.A. Nadie Sabe, Nadie Sabe. People are like, oh, that's a dope title for the album. But it's actually a long title again. On some like,
and he kept saying it even when like with the whole Kendall shit. He's like, nadie sabe. Si no sale de mi boca, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
He kept saying that shit too on tour.
So
on tour, he did say that a lot on tour. So during the concert. So I'm excited as fuck. Bad Bunny's the biggest artist in the world, and he's dropping 1 week after Drake. That's crazy. Drake drops with Bad Bunny mid song, very mid song, and now we have Bad Bunny dropping in a whole album. I'm assuming Drake is gonna be on it. I'm assuming it's gonna be more Americanized because of the Where She Goes song, and also he's been recording in a New York studio for the past couple of months. People keep seeing him in a New York studio, and then now we have the video preview where he's showing you his bald new look style, like Marlon said, where it's like, oh, this is 2019, 2020 again, where he's doing that raw, you know, trap Bunny, that, you know how he really came out, like what's that first song? Soy peor, ahora soy peor de ti. That dark, you know, dark beats, you know, maybe straying away from the conventional, you know, party sounding. You know, he might give it trap vibes, mixtape vibes.
Who knows though? Because then you have
preview and Where She Goes doesn't sound like that.
Exactly.
So I don't know what the fuck is really gonna happen. Some people were saying it's gonna be maybe Mexican rodeo vibes, some shit like that. I don't know. That wouldn't make sense. The cover art would make it seem like that.
His haircut in the new video he dropped today wouldn't make any sense.
He'll definitely have some track with Peso Pluma.
Oh, for sure. No, I think there's a track with Peso Pluma on there.
Yeah, Peso Pluma should be on the album.
Yeah, I don't know how. I saw like
Arnold's girls in him.
No, some random number. They get hello there.
Look at his hair. For those who don't know, Bad Bunny's also been wearing a wig.
What the fuck?
He's been wearing a wig for a while. He's been bald for a while. He just wears the wig. It's a wig that's attached, his hair that's attached to his fitted cap. The hairstylist revealed it today after he was able to, you know, publicly now show his new look, which makes sense. That's why Bad Bunny was wearing a fitted cap this whole time. Every time Bad Bunny was wearing a fitted cap this whole time, he was hiding his hair, guys. He's been bald. He has a low buzz cut look for his new album, his new generation or new theme, you know, which now it makes sense. Now it makes sense because every time he had this fitted cap, I'm like, he has the same hair again. I'm like, why does he keep wearing his fitted cap again with the same hair, same hair? I'm like, what the? And the fitted cap is pretty on tight. Like, he can't have no hair. It's on pretty tight. Like, he's flattening the hair like that. This motherfucker had this shit like this whole time. That's crazy. But that's the Bad Bunny effect, man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. This album, is it gonna be better than Un Verano Sin Ti? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Long title, just like it too.
I don't think so.
Un Preview and
But
Where
who
She
knows,
Goes
though, because
already
remember,
are like,
Un
they're good,
Verano
but
Sin Ti. Why I say it like I'm
I don't know.
white?
You're a gringo, bro. That Johnston man came inside of you.
Un Verano Sin Ti. At first, for some people, like, you know. Then you listen to like a few more times, and that shit. I think every song was like a fucking banger, bro. After you listen, except for the only two tracks I wouldn't listen to that often would be the one about the girl that got killed, and then
it's like darker.
I forgot what the other one is. That was just like two tracks.
Yeah,
they're good, but it just wasn't that something you're gonna party to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
But
I'm excited though. I think it's gonna be number one album in the country. I think it's gonna be pretty huge. He might drop a song before then, maybe on Wednesday. We shall see. But I'm excited. You know, as long as he has Kendall in the music video,
why?
It's gonna go.
Probably have
marketing. That's his own girl. Like, just throw her in a video. Already did the Gucci ad with her already. They probably got paid millions of dollars for that. He might as well throw her in a video.
Yeah, but
blow that shit up.
I guess.
Hey, don't hate on his girl, bro. That's his girl. We can't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hating, bro. I'm just saying, like.
Listen, you want to see Kendall in a mini falda next to. Look at this is one of the actual photos of him wearing the hat. Let me zoom it in just to look at it. Yeah, it makes sense. This nigga really was bald for this whole time. You see how the hat's kind of dented right there? That's crazy. But speaking of Bad Bunny, there's all the Bad Bunny breaking news. I don't know if it's really true. I don't know what's going on, but Birdman was on Clubhouse last night and he said that Bad Bunny is signed to Drake's OVO and he's been signed to Drake's OVO since day one. Maybe secretly, we've spoken about here how Bad Bunny has a record deal with Rimas Entertainment where it's like a 90-10. So Bad Bunny makes 90%. You know, he's basically damn near independent. He's making a lot of money.
Kind of makes sense as to why Rimas be on our fucking dick then. Because they only got 10%. They got to fucking profit
every
as
dollar.
much as they can.
Yeah.
Bunny already signed to Drake.
Oh.
Y'all just don't know it.
Oh, exclusive.
Oh, shit, y'all. Wake it up, Birdman. Wake it up, Birdman.
I find it funny how Birdman is like resurfacing.
Okay, so
Wait, Birdman. So Bad Bunny is signed to Drake. Exclusive, 100 ENT.
Yes.
What he say?
Birdman. So Bad Bunny is signed to Drake.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Well, under what label?
OVO.
Yeah.
How long has he been signed to Drake?
Day one.
Day one, yeah.
Day one.
Stop. I don't believe this. I do not believe this, bro. How does this make sense? But then again, why would Birdman lie? And Birdman would know more than anyone else. Because, you know, but then Birdman always says, like, oh, Drake's still signed to me, but Drake's not signed to him no more. But Drake probably pays him under the table.
It's all a love shit, bro. Because it's like, for example, us saying, like, oh, like one of our close friends, oh, you've been CA from the start, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
yeah, but I don't know.
It's
OVO,
different.
Like for him to specifically say OVO, it could be a secret contract on some like 5% because there's rumors that Drake did invest into Yeat's career, like he put money, millions of dollars behind Yeat, you know, and Yeat signed.
Imagine Drake's been the one planting all these motherfuckers.
Listen, and that's like a secret contract, never real nowhere. So. That could be the case with Bad Bunny. Maybe Drake has like a 5% finder's fee for all the money, you know, Bad Bunny makes or something.
I mean, it would make sense because all you need is Bad Bunny to drop for him to make money because he's not letting any of his other artists fucking drop shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe Drake, or maybe OVO's like managing Bad Bunny secretly. It wouldn't make sense,
bro, this
though.
is the thing that gets me tight, right? So Drake, you have a record label, right? You have these artists under you. They barely drop. And sometimes when they do drop, I swear shit don't get looked over, bro. That new Division shit was horrible.
And the new what's that other Roy Woods? The new Roy Woods album
was not good either.
Was not good.
So like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. And then we have Birdman saying that he's signed to OVO. It's like, if I thought that it wasn't even your label, Drake, it's Oliver. Oliver's running it. He always raps about it. Oliver's running OVO, blah, blah, blah. He's doing things in Toronto. Mm-hmm. So, but Birdman's saying that no. Bad Bunny signed to Drake since day one. The fuck, bitch? It's like, damn, Birdman. It's like, I don't want to question you because you might kill me. I'm scared for my life. You're a legend. You're probably the best fucking record executive in the history of music. So much success with Cash Money. You got the 3 biggest artists in the world. Like, what type of fucking three home runs back to back? Where the fuck you see that shit at? Nicki, Drake, Wayne? What the fuck? That shit happened nowhere. But then now, Bad Bunny? On OVO? Nah, I don't know, man. But then, like I said, it could be like Drake invested into his career with the American side. Like, you know, Bad Bunny has a Spanish record label, but then Drake was probably like, oh, I can help you be more Americanized, work with American offices, marketing. You know, let me put some money behind
like,
you.
If that was the case,
it had to be early on, though. It had to be like years ago.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like, if that's the case, wouldn't you think he would have done something with him sooner?
I mean, Mia was a while ago now. It's been like 3 years.
Mia was a while ago, yeah. But Bad
years.
Bunny had already been out.
Yeah, but probably for like 2 years, but like 1 year heavy. You know, because Mia dropped 2020, and Bad Bunny's first album came out 2018.
Yeah, but he's been dropping like singles, like features and shit like that since like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Birdman's capping, man. Shout out to Birdman, capping on the cap. You know, we're here on cap. But speaking of cap, let's keep it going here. Let's talk about what order did I have? Oh, we gotta talk about the
fuck was that?
I don't know. This man's over here.
This man's crying.
Farting
right
through his mouth.
I put the camera on him. He's crying right now.
Listen, there is an actual conflict. There's a war going on right now between Hamas and Israel. Terrorist situations going viral. But personally, I feel I feel very ignorant to it because I don't know what to say. I don't know how to address it. But this is a video that supposedly kind of breaks things down. And if we have any fans out there that are from Israel, Palestine, please comment, share your opinion, inform us. But let's watch this video together from ABC News.
Israel says it's at war after Palestinian militants launched a major terror attack. At the centre of this conflict is Israel's military occupation of one Palestinian territory, the West Bank, and its blockade of the other, the Gaza Strip. To understand what's happening, it helps to go back
happened
to
like
World
50
War I,
years
when Britain
ago
took
as well.
control of the region. The land at the time had an Arab majority and a Jewish minority. An Arab rebellion and ongoing Jewish migration was followed by the Holocaust targeting Jews in World War II, and a big increase in Jewish migration. In 1947, the United Nations, with Australia being a key driver, agreed that what had been known as the British Mandate for Palestine would be divided into a Jewish state and an Arab state. The Jewish side accepted this, hence the State of Israel was formed. But the Arab side rejected it, sparking a one-year war as Britain withdrew. But as the years went on, Israel took more land than had been agreed by the UN. Palestinians call this the Nakba, or catastrophe, as hundreds of thousands of Palestinians fled. At the end of the war, Israel controlled all the land in blue, except for Gaza here, which Egypt controlled, the West Bank, which was controlled by Jordan, and the Golan Heights, controlled by Syria. In 1967, in what's known as the Six-Day War, Israel seizes the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and the Golan Heights. Israel then went on to occupy thousands of kilometres of Palestinian territory, which the UN says is illegal. This is what we now refer to as the occupied territories. Despite objections from the international community, Israeli civilians choose to live in the areas for political and religious reasons or for cheap homes. Here's where a lot of conflict happens, as Palestinians are displaced.
We are protesting and demonstrating against harassment.
Oh my God.
In 2005, Israel withdrew from the Gaza Strip, a small coastal territory home to 2.3 million people, one of the most densely populated places in the world. Israel controls the airspace and the sea, and it controls the crossings used to ship most of the goods in and out. The crossing into Egypt is mainly used by people. Conditions for Gazans under the blockade are tough, with an unemployment rate of 50%, as well as deteriorating health systems and infrastructure. The group Hamas was formed in the late 1980s as frustrations grew. Hamas's goal is dedicated to Israel's destruction, and it's been designated a terrorist group by many countries, including Australia. Hamas, which has a militant wing and a political arm, won democratic elections in 2006, but wouldn't renounce violence against Israel and was isolated by the international community. It seized control of Gaza a year later, and while Israel withdrew from Gaza, it continues to occupy the West Bank. This means the Israeli army is the ultimate authority in the West Bank. The 3 million Palestinians there and the 2.3 million in Gaza do not want an Israeli occupation or a blockade. Another point of contention is Jerusalem. It's home to holy sites from 3 major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Clashes in the region often escalate around major religious holidays, like the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur or Ramadan. This is a region that's faced tension for years, but these attacks show things could escalate even further.
Yeah, so from my understanding, that it seems like, you know, a territorial issue similar to kind of what's going on with Haiti and DR, a territorial issue where, you know, they don't, you know, Gaza, I guess the Palestinians have the issue with Israel, and they don't want to necessarily just be taken over by them. They want to have their own independence. This is me speaking ignorantly, just learning more and more as it goes. But then Hamas seems to be the group that is protecting, almost like a independent soldier group instead of like an actual military, and they come off like a terrorist. It seems like they're doing terrorist attacks, because if you see the videos on Twitter, bro, the videos on Twitter are insane. I've seen like actual like groups of men carry soldiers. They'll carry Israel military soldiers in their cars, in the back of their cars, cut off their heads and just like play with their heads in the back of the car and back of the pickup truck.
I haven't seen
and just
that.
drive around and just like it's like a thing. And then they'll kidnap. There's videos of them kidnapping women and kids, like on purpose, like things that they never do. Like there's not leave the women and kids out of it. They're actually taking Hamas is taking on video actual Israeli women and kids, right? So then now, but the thing is, when you speak about it online, like the NBA, etc., especially teams that keep posting, like, we stand with Israel, they get killed. They get a lot of backlash because people are like, wait a minute. Why are you defending Israel? You actually should be defending Palestine and the Palestinians, because they should be freed. You know, they've been wanting the proper independence for a while. And they haven't been able to get it. And, like, they're being controlled, etc. You know, so it's a very tricky situation. You can't talk about it. Like, it's like, oh, because you're going to get killed on both sides, which is unfortunate, because why can't people also just accept that a lot of people are ignorant? I'm ignorant. I could be fucking wrong. I don't like war. I don't like seeing people dead. I don't want to see fucking people with no heads. It's disgusting. You know, but this is the time that we're living in. This actually had going on. And, you know, at the end of the day, to be honest, the only way that this is going to be resolved seems to be like it's going to be this way, through war, like through deaths. Because what else are we going to do? Jesus Christ is not going to come down and just like, you know, unfortunately, who knows, it might happen, right? But it's like there's not going to be like a savior from heaven that's going to come and actually stop this and command peace, you know. So that's the thing about war. Once war starts, for them to end, there's a lot of bloodshed has to happen. So it's a very unfortunate situation. It's very sad. A lot of very disgusting, gruesome situations on camera. That's the thing. We live in a society now where it's like everything's on camera.
Recorded, everything.
So when you see beheadeds, kidnappings, all on camera, and you get to see it right away live streaming from there. There's an actual viral clip that we actually couldn't play that was very interesting of Clarissa Ward. She's a journalist. I love her. She's a pretty cool journalist because she's always on site. She's from, I think she's independent, but I think she actually does CNN. So look at this. She actually had to hide. She went to the Ukraine war as well in Kyiv during the Russian attacks, and she actually filmed that, and that went viral last year. And that won an Emmy Award and everything as a journalist, because she actually is a journalist. You know, she's covering things. You know, she's risking her life on some Vice News shit, like in the middle of the fire. Some shit I would never do. I don't got the balls to do. I'm sorry. You know, in a perfect world, this would be me. Like, I love the idea of getting the story from the source. But look at this shit, bro. I would never, like, put my life at risk like this. This is crazy. But journalistic integrity right here. Look at this.
Teams on the ground near the Israel-Gaza border.
Can't bring that up.
You see that? You hear the helicopters? I thought it was this is the helicopters. That's outside.
Bring up the volume on that.
Oh, it's low?
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring it up.
I don't want to blow it up over here.
All right, let me actually close this too, because it keeps popping up too.
Jump in a ditch. Because
Yes, Max.
Overhead. I'm going to show you these moments. Listen to this.
Get down.
Close in.
Down.
Get down. Close, close, close. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're okay. You're all right. You're all right.
Okay.
That's the Iron Dome. Okay. That's the Iron Dome.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Clarissa is on the ground right now. Clarissa, tell us what's happening.
Stand by.
Hi, John. So forgive me, I have a slightly unelegant position, but we have just had a massive barrage of rockets coming in here, not too far from us. So we have had to take shelter here by the roadside. We're just about 5 minutes away. Gaza is in that direction. We can hear now a lot of jets in the sky. We could also hear the Iron Dome intercepting a number of those rockets as they were whizzing overhead and making impact in that direction, not too far from here. We came to this location because this was ground zero for this entire operation of carnage. Hamas militants came on a pickup truck. This was the first place where they breached that border wall, and they basically drove down this strip, just spraying lead wherever they went. We saw, in fact, I was just grabbing it before that happened and we had to hit the deck, but heavy weaponry being used. It's saying we can get up now. Where are we moving to? Sorry, just one second, guys. Okay.
Let's come up and go this way, and then.
All right, so now I can
And
share.
so there was people on Twitter though, like making fun of her because there was a clip that went viral that didn't show like her standing up and then laying down. So they kind of started it when she was laying down, and they were like, "Oh, amazing acting, award-winning acting." But then a lot of them were people, international commenters, people that were offended by the coverage, etc. But no, this is real. This is not acting. This is real life. You heard the fucking bombs in the background. To do this type of shit, I would never. Would you ever imagine that? Like if something out here happens, like you're being in the line of fire. I mean, we did go. Did you go with us when they had the protest in downtown? Remember that? You didn't go with us?
I didn't go because I know would have gotten arrested.
Man, they were tear gassing us and everything. That was crazy. That was It was Black Lives Matter, but it was something else.
And I think I might have been on probation during that time too. So I was just trying to stay safe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, this is shout out to Clarissa Ward. This is a real life example of what's going on throughout the world internationally. But without these type of journalists, we won't be able to get actual raw images, like we're getting here of what's going on. Whatever side you are on the situation, you get the facts. Look at this: 260 bodies found at a music festival after Hamas attack.
Yeah. So
there was a
the
actual
people parachuted in and shit like that and fucking killed them.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like 200
and a few amount of them were Americans, and that's why they started the whole America sending battleship and shit like that to aid Israel.
I'm trying to find the actual video here. It's not gonna pop up, but because they've been actually deleting a lot of these footages. But I saw that one before it got deleted of the parachute.
Didn't I send it to you on TikTok? I think.
Yeah, man. Listen, for us, we're also not trying to offend nobody out there because this is like a touchy subject to talk about. I know how it is right now with the internet, but it's just a fascinating thing. We're Americans. We don't know what the fuck we're learning about this, and also if Americans get involved with the war now, other countries get involved. This becomes an actual world war.
Yeah.
And we already have the situation with Russia and Ukraine.
Yep.
Then you add this to it.
Yep.
This is gonna get sketchier and sketchier. So the more international affairs occur, the more of a world war by definition this becomes. So
then last week we had
prayers
that
to
whole national phone testing, radio testing.
Yeah, the timing of that too. Yep.
It's crazy, bro.
Man. But let's talk about For All the Dogs. 3 days removed from Drake releasing For All the Dogs album. Let's look at the track list and now give our actual reaction again. Second reaction.
Let's do that fucking the thing, bro.
Tears.
Yes.
We'll do that at the end, like ranking his albums.
Yeah.
We'll rank all his albums at the end.
Let's not be a bitch. We gonna do this.
So looking at track 1. For those who don't know, we did a reaction on YouTube with the dog mask. Go watch the reactions. Getting 100,000 views probably by the time this episode's out. We appreciate and love all you. Virginia Beach, track 1, introduction for the Drake album. I think that this is arguably the worst introduction track of all Drake albums. Now, does it mean it's a bad song? No.
It's growing on me.
It's a good song.
It's growing on me.
It's a good song. The way it starts is pretty cool. It's beautiful. The Frank Ocean sample, dope. Out of 10, the song, I'll give it like a 7. Like a 7 out of 10.
I can't.
7 out of 10.
I can't give the songs
7 out of 10 for me.
I haven't listened. Like I've re-listened to the album like a good 6-7 times already, but like I still have to listen to these tracks again. Like the ones I didn't really like that much.
Amen. Tizo Touchdown.
I don't like this track at all. The Tizo part is just off.
I think it's dope, but I'll give it like a 6. It's dope.
The cons, I don't like the praying for
I
you
like
to find a
Tizo.
man. You know what I'm saying?
I like Tizo, but this is not.
It was memorable for me.
I like the other Tizo.
The other one's
feature
better.
on this album
Yes, the
more,
other one's better.
because it made more sense to me. But it was all right. It's a 6 to me. It's like, oh, it's all right. Number 3,
If it didn't have
Calling For You.
that bullshit ass 2-minute
21
fucking
Savage.
dialogue in the middle, it could have been something.
Yeah, without the dialogue in the middle, the skit, I can call this like a 8 or 9, damn near, like a 9.
Yeah.
But with the skit,
drop the version without that dialogue, and you got it.
yeah, the skit, I'm giving it a
6.
yeah, like a 6,
5.5.
like a 6 or something. Speak though, tell the people. You're not.
Yeah, bro.
You're looking
why-
at the
why you
wall. like,
scary, bro.
I wasn't a fan of that track either. Trash. 5.5. Let's keep going.
5.5, and that was produced by Cash Cobain. Shout out to Cash Cobain. That
Lost momentum.
Jersey Club house music vibe. Shout out to Swifty. But yeah, I don't know,
he stole
man.
that Swiftie,
That
I'd
that
have to hear
skit
it.
takes it down a lot.
Let me hear it again.
Fear of Heights is the one where he's addressing Rihanna. We're gonna talk about that a bit later on. But I like this song. I'll give this song an 8 out of 10. It's one of my favorite ones off the project.
Damn, I don't remember it.
He talks about Rihanna, then it switches up like, all right, fuck, let me go up, let me go off now. Duh, duh, then he starts going, and the beat drops harder. Don't make me wanna, baby, wanna, then you go. I know that when you doing like a dog.
I gotta listen to it again.
That one right there. And then don't play too much of it because we'll get copyrighted. Track 5, Daylight. Shut him in daylight.
Shut up
I
in
like it.
daylight.
Shut him in daylight.
Shut
I
up in
like
daylight.
it. I just
I like that one.
just the when he does that, I kind of like. Ugh.
Shut up in
Yeah,
daylight.
but it kind of grows on me.
I like the song, but when he does,
I'll
the
give it like a
whole,
7.
Shut up in
8.5 for me.
daylight. Like his,
It's growing on
his-
me more.
His voice tone just.
I like it.
I give it like a 7.5. It's growing on me more and more.
People were like, "Yo,
They were saying
Shut
like,
up in
it could be
daylight.
talking about XXXTentacion, shoot him in daylight.
yeah."
And there's a thing on here.
fuck.
There's a line on here where he says, internet said that I got the body, or the internet says that I bought a body, but internet don't know. Blah, 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 blah. So it could be him denying it. It seems like he's denying it, but then at the same time, it's like he's joking about it. Still, like we always say,
We
it's like
always say,
nigga,
yeah,
you
you
probably
gotta
didn't kill
stop.
him, nigga, but why the fuck don't even talk about it?
Yeah.
But it's like shut him in daylight. You know, he gets shot in he got shot in daylight.
Yeah.
You know, and he also says like, oh, but the niggas be talking, so it's like someone
Shot
had to
him
be
in
killed.
daylight.
Someone had to be killed. Like eventually, like someone's gonna get touched. Like you keep yapping, but it's like, bro, talking about X. Like, hopefully not, bro. Drake, brother,
There's a lot of references of him calling shots on this album.
first person shooter with J. Cole. I'll give this song a
10 out of
10 out
10.
of 10. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's more replayable. The more you play it, more.
You're a 9 out of 10.
J. Cole went insane. I think J. Cole out-rapped him, but still, I think Drake had a good verse. I think people were kind of making it seem like on Twitter, like Drake got obliterated. Joe Budden was kind of making it seem like that. I'm like, nah, bro, listen. No. That's not, I don't think that was their intention with this song. We just do it as fans, but this song was just to make a good-ass song.
Especially after
hit, 'cause number one.
Especially after seeing them perform it. Who to go? You to go? You know what I'm
And they
saying?
point at
Like,
each other.
hey, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard, bro.
They're like mad horny and like happy.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Come on, bro.
Because I think that they need to do a collaboration together, album.
Mad horny and
And I think that they need to, bring in the third dog if they want. Kendrick, we're having fun together.
They-
Want to join the fun, motherfucker?
they
Or do you want to
create-
stay asleep
they
like a
cre-
bitch?
They created a league.
But they're two of the GOATs right there. And if J. Cole drops the fall off and is actually impeccable, then he's going to be the
I
GOAT.
think the album's coming
right
very
now.
soon because there's a lot of features, bro.
He needs to do it because he's out here with Drake and shit, getting a lot of promo. Drop that album, Cole, next month. Let's get it going. I don't give a fuck with Yeet.
I fuck with it.
I like this song.
I gave it like
It's actually, I think, the second most streamed on the whole. No.
Yeah, I believe it.
I think it's the second most streamed. We gotta take aside the intro. The intro is like the number one stream, but it's because the intro. Because people always play the number one first song.
100%.
But the actual songs that people are like, playing back like every day has been number one is the J. Cole, and number two has been the Yeet one. It's been pretty big.
I
It's
give
huge
this-
for Yeet.
I give this an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, this is a really good song. I'll give it an 8.5 out of
It's not for
10.
me.
I love Yeet, so I'm more biased. It sounds like a Yeet vibe.
I don't listen to Yee like that, but
Drake.
I love this production.
It sounds like
That
Drake
shit's
tried to
so
do some
hard,
Yeet
bro.
shit, but he didn't force it either. If I was him, I would have forced. I would have done way more of the tones.
But this is a Yeet song though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
This is Yeet's song. This ain't Drake's.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Next song, 7969 Santa. This is the 2-in-1 track, I believe, with Snoop Dogg, right? And Tizo Touchdown. Dogs will be dogs. They won't be dogs. And then
How did it
BRK Radio.
Yeah, I remember.
I think that this song is actually good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really good song. It sounds like an album song.
I gotta listen to shit.
It sounds like an album song because it's 2 in 1
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
on some 40
Yeah,
shit.
heard it again.
You guys don't remember it? No. Dogs will be dogs. You remember Snoop Dogg at then?
I remember
BRK
that.
Radio.
Yeah. I remember that, but I don't remember the
BRK
song.
Radio.
I don't remember like a single line from that.
Play just the beginning, Edwin. You got it right there. I don't like the Chief Keef sample. Shit,
I
I
didn't like this
don't
one.
like.
I don't even like that part.
Shit, I don't like. Pause it. The Drake's the Chief Keef sample in the beginning. Shit, I don't like. You know, I like that song.
I have a very good feeling that this album's gonna grow on everyone, bro.
SZA, Slime You Out.
I like this song.
Sliming You Out is broken in time.
I like this song from the moment it dropped. I liked it.
I'll give it like a.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
9 out of 10. For
I'll
me.
give it a 9 out of 10. It's actually a really good song. It's a really good song. Especially the second half, Drake starts like doing the months.
But because of the fact that it was a single, it's not gonna get played as much.
Yeah.
Because
the way he rolled it out.
we already played it too much.
Yeah, the way he rolled it out was like, I don't know.
I agree.
Bahama Promises. I'll give this one
What's that one?
a 7 out of 10.
I remember that.
I didn't love this one too much.
I think this is definitely one that I can agree that I do not like.
It gave it interlude vibes.
Yeah.
We thought it was an interlude. You know, sounded like an interlude. Next track, 11. Tried Our Best. Is that Tried Our Best? This one gave the Ty Dolla Sign vibe. It's pretty good, but it's not like, I really wouldn't replay it too much. I'll give it like a 7.5. 7.5. Don't play too much of it, nigga, because the whole video get blocked. This nigga's trying to play the whole track. Jesus Christ.
Just fucking couple seconds.
Screw the World. This is the interlude. DJ Screw.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary. It wasn't really needed. It was like, you know, Drake should have rapped on it. If anything, it would have been dope with that beat. But it's like, we can't even count this. Give that shit a 0. We don't even gotta count it. It's like, give that shit a 0.
Unnecessary.
Drew Picasso. I'll give this one a
8.5
9.
out
I'll
of
give it a
10.
9 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it an 8.5. 8.5.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. One of my favorite ones off the album. I think it's a really, really good song.
Because it's like the second half is what really gets people. That's the thing. It's not the whole track.
Members Only. I'll give Members Only with Point Next Door a 9.5.
I give that a 9.5 out of 10.
This shit is
9 out of 10.
fire.
9 out of 10
Fire.
since the September shit.
Oof.
Gangy, you're one of my members. You go down with the tingy. This shit's hard, nigga. Then, what would Pluto do? I'm gonna give
9.5
that
out
shit
of
a
10.
10.
9.5 out of
That's the
10.
fucking song, bro. Okay.
It's 9.5 out of 10.
Got Yachty in the background. Busting a nut. Do the Yachty thing. Really good. I think the song is gonna be the most replayable off the album instantly. I can see it becoming like a hit. Like a hit. That's like a hit song. It sounds like Jumbotron popping. That type of vibe, you know. I love that type of energy, the Yachty energy. Love it.
Dude.
All the parties with Chief Keef. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. I like this song.
I'm bugging the fuck out.
I like this song.
I don't know.
Money.
I give that like a 7 out of 10.
I like this song. I like this song.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Chief Keef's part better than fucking Drake's because
Really?
he sounds good there. Even though
baby.
even though he didn't say anything important or memorable, the way he delivered it was good.
I like the beginning of that song. Play the song with the beginning.
What did he say, Edwin?
Sheila was so Sheila would party. Some shit.
I feel like it's gonna grow. It's gonna be a hit, nigga. I can hear this.
Grow 100%.
Like it has a repetitive. Like pause, it, nigga. That's like 20 seconds. We're gonna get blocked.
Bro, you just made him have to spend like an extra 2 hours.
Yeah, this guy's going
editing
crazy
shit.
with it. All the parties. I like this. Boy One, the producers. Okay.
7 out of 10.
Okay, that's what you give it more. 7 out of 10. Okay.
I have to listen to it more. That's why.
8 a.m. in Charlotte. I'll give it like
okay.
9 out of 10.
So we can agree that
I'll give it like 8.5 out of 10.
There's some good lines in this shit, but it's not a replayable song.
Conductor. The beat's hard.
It's not something that you're gonna
Some
party
Griselda
to.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
Griselda
not
producer.
gonna party to this.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the worst timestamp track that he's released out of all of them. I think so. That's the thing.
I have to listen.
It's like I wouldn't give this a timestamp. Don't call this shit 8 a.m. in Charlotte. And then like you got some bars, but it's like not enough for it to become like a timestamp like record where it's like memorable. The way it delivered, it didn't give like a classic
Should
feel.
be called Griselda shit.
It was like a mid energy like timestamp record, but it still was good. I will give it like a 8 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7.9.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. You know, some lines stood out. Like I did like people were making fun of the line, the so many checks owed, I feel Czechoslovakian. Like, what the fuck? And then the Yugoslavian. People were making fun of those lines. Like Joe Budden, I'm like, bro, some good bars.
That's some good.
But they probably rap
Let's be
better,
honest,
right?
Joe
Budden's a
Joe
wordsmith.
Budden would have come up with it.
Yes, I think, I don't know, man. We'll talk about it later.
He's not going to.
BBL Love interlude. It's growing on me more.
Unnecessary.
Really? It's growing on me more.
Unnecessary.
Like, they say love is like a BBL. You gotta feel it to know if it's real.
I love ass, bro, but like,
I'll give it like a 7.5.
That wasn't that bad.
I'll give it 7.5.
I don't think it was
Gently, Bad Bunny. I'll give this shit like a 6.5.
Listen,
I like Bad Bunny's part.
Yes, exactly. If we cut Drake's whole part, I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it 7.5
because Bad Bunny delivered.
No, 6.5. I mean 6.5. 6.5.
Bad Bunny delivered. It's not his best
Give it a
thing
6.
because it's not a whole track. You know what I'm saying? It's just one verse.
It was a definition of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Literally. Drake was like bullshitting in the beginning.
Drake set it up horribly. That's the
yeah,
thing.
with the Italian shit. It was like he's trying to have fun.
Yeah.
It was like, nigga, you're Drake. Stop this fun shit.
Yeah.
Let's get serious. This is supposed to be classic. What's going on?
Yeah.
Rich Baby Daddy. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. No. 7.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7.
7.5 out of 10.
That's her vibe, though.
Because I think it'll grow more.
He's a ratchet.
I like the sexy red part, especially.
He's a ratchet shorty.
You know, a lot of people were like, oh, like we said it too. It was like, it's not like a better.
Sis is the best part in that fucking.
Sexy Red has way better songs, way better. Like damn near all her
Bro,
songs.
she just did the hook, bro.
Yeah, she just.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even production. Like this is not Take Keith. I wanted like a Take Keith, Sexy Red classic vibe, and then Drake hop on it. But they try to do something else where they make it more of like a club vibe.
Bro, it's not Sexy
But then
Red
even then, when they're
song.
making it a club vibe, what is she saying? Shake that ass, hoe. Like I guess it's
and
more
let's be honest,
mainstream.
All the ratchet shorties is gonna love that. They know what they're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Another late night with Lil Yachty. I'll give this song
6.
a.
With or without the visual.
Look at the audio.
Fuck the visual, man. I'll give this shit a 7.
I give it a 6.5.
I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
Because I like the beat and shit, but
I'll give it a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5. 6.5.
Yachty just.
Not good.
Because the Yachty
just
ruined
poo-pooed
it, and
it.
it's like the song needs to be replayable for that shit to be more than a 7. Like after Drake's part, if I gotta cut it off, it's like damn, what the fuck? Why am I pressing play on this? You know. But Drake did decent. I like Drake's part.
The Yachty Cole track is way better than
The video's a damn near 10.
Yeah, the
video's a 10. Like the video's so dope. The best part of the song is like when you like the little like ad lib energy, like. But other than that, it's like I don't know, man. God bless. God bless. Moving on, Away From Home. I'll give this a 10.
That's a good ass track.
I'll give this a 10.
That's a 9.8 out of 10.
It's a good ass track.
I'll give it a 10. I think it's a flawless song.
It's just sad because it's not a party song. It's not a clubbing song. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a B-side.
It's exactly.
Like Child's Play or some shit.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those
No,
like Child's Play was a single
That's my
actually.
shit, bro.
I remember.
I love Child's Play.
Yeah, it's like this is like this song Away From Home feels like it's all a blur. The tour.
Yeah.
This song should have been called It's All a Blur. It sounds like it. It sounds like he's going through his life. It's all a
I
blur. Like
remember.
reminiscing shit. I remember.
Yeah.
Like going through life, talking about literally.
That's a hard ass song.
Most Def paid him a rack for a performance. He's talking about Dr. Dre working on Detox. He's talking about the creation of the OVO logo, the creation of the OVO merch. He's talking about his career. You know, literally being a gangster, not being a gangster. Like he's talking about life.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is what we want.
I think it's like the first track where he like really breaks down a lot.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. He's
Yeah.
shouting out girls, and he said in the interview he doesn't lie about girl names, so he's saying the real names. These girls know that they don't know that, and they're listening to this like, oh damn, Drake again, shouting me out. So I think it's a good ass song, perfect song. I this is what I wanted. I wanted 10 of these, right? Polar Opposites outro on the album. Drake keeps pushing this song.
This one's
He
good.
posted on his story, and he posted it again with
like it?
Yeba, saying that Yeba, let's release the extra part. I don't like this song.
I don't like this song at all.
I think it's a sleeper.
I'll give this shit a 6.5. I don't like this song.
You know why is it
I
sleeper?
don't like
Because
this
it's
song.
putting you to sleep. That's why.
I really
It's
don't
not
like
a
this
good
I give it a
song.
7,
I don't-
7 and a
It's not a
half.
good song. I give it like a 5.5.
Probably
That's
have to
your
revisit
least
it.
favorite song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like this song.
Not
Yachty.
counting the interludes.
Now, before we go into other people's thoughts, my
And
thoughts
Yaba
more
can deliver.
to deep dive more, a bit more on the album. I think that the album is Drake's worst album. I think it's Drake's worst album. I think it's Drake's worst album, and I think that it's still not a bad album. It's a good album. Oh, after reviewing it more, overall, I'll give the album like a 7 out of 10 overall. I gave it like a 7.9 at first because I was excited. I'm horny off this shit. Oh my God, the dog. Woof, woof, woof. But in reality, when you sit down with it more, yeah, songs I kind of like, I'll like more. But the songs I don't like, I still really don't like them. Like Polar Opposites.
I don't like Polar Opposites.
The Another Late Night with Yachty.
Yeah.
The Bad Bunny song with Drake.
Yeah.
You know, the interludes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff here that feels like is like kind of like what's going on here.
Bro, I think I have 11, 12 songs max saved.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
So half.
You probably giving this shit a 5 out of 10, damn near. I'll give it a 7 out of 10,
No.
the whole album. And I think that
I'm still sitting at 7.5.
there's some theories. I think that this album might have been done during the tour, rushed. Drake was better off releasing Scary Hours 3 instead of doing this shit.
There are some tracks that are very recent. For example, Cole has some lines in there that were extremely recent.
Drake too.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about I just got off the tour. Okay, I just finished the tour. Okay, but
Mhm.
that song's hard, right? What
Yeah.
would Pluto do? It didn't affect that shit.
But he's
Because
not even-
sometimes you
he's
can
not-
make some
he's-
classic shit
he's not
last
even-
minute.
He's not even off the tour though.
Yeah, you know.
No, now he is, right?
Well, technically, but still, he still has to double back and do some dates. He says, but what will Pluto do?
Cole talking about the YB shit that happened like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
There seems to be like no direction with this album, right? And Lil Yachty said it in the interview where he was doing his predictions and like saying like, "Oh, I think this album has the best
Yachty
verses."
was talking on his ass.
Talking
That's what he
crazy, right? Which made it anticipate.
Are we sure
Yachty
he's
said
off
what
the
he
drugs?
said. Yeah, we might be back on him. Yachty said what he said, right? His father said something too in the comments one point too, like this is some of the best music my son's ever made. We had Drake telling the academics, "This is the one. Get ready." We had
The
Drake
one that
on
isn't gonna
tour.
get played much.
Drake on tour saying, "Oh, you guys said you want the old Drake. I heard you." His book that he dropped. When you read the book at the end, it says, "There's an album coming to accompany this book."
Yeah.
What was the name of the book? Album about book about nothing, something like that. Like it was like a title, like a no title type
I don't
shit.
fucking know.
Then he said in the book, "You said you missed the old Drake, girl. Don't tempt me."
Right. Yeah. We didn't get much of that.
That was what headlines. What song was that? Headlines. You said you missed the old Drake, girl.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me.
Headlines. But the projection for this album
500,000.
is crazy.
500,000, breaking Spotify records, but it's expected because it's Drake. You know.
And the rollout, man. The rollout, man. He was doing good with that shit, bro.
What about the rollout?
He got his son involved with it, you know what I'm saying? And the cover art, you know, that's all dope, man.
Nigga, I love you. You gotta speak up though.
The
You
title,
gotta speak up.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak up. You're on the
He
mic.
does
You're on
that
the mic.
shit,
Unless you're doing a character. If it was the character, then we could keep the
Shove
character
that
going.
fucking mic in your throat, bro.
No, don't do all that either. I don't want to see him fucking choking. Nah, I'm choking. Sound like I'm coming.
Damn, he's choking for you, bro.
Yo me tengo que ir. Esta tipa me está tirando.
Oh, you gotta. Okay. You got late night activities. Another late night with his bitch. You know, go
That's
do your
crazy.
Yachty thing.
This motherfucker really wants to be a stepdad, bro.
He has to go do what he gotta do. He gotta get his
That's
penis wet. I
crazy,
respect it.
Nigga really wants to be a stepdad, bro.
But I do think that
I'm about to go have the fourth one right now.
I do think it's definitely his worst album. We'll rank them later on. We're gonna rank them. I do think it's his worst album. And it's because of the anticipation. I heard For All the Dogs. I thought this album was gonna sound like some hardcore rap shit.
Yes.
Track 1, Virginia Beach. Excuse me. I think he was coming at. Everyone thought he was coming at Pusha T. Pusha T's from Virginia. Pharrell's from Virginia. Is he coming at them? What's going on? He didn't. You know, maybe some subliminal, like you're beautiful, you're ghetto, like Virginia Beach. But it's like, no. Right? Soft intro. Turns out to be maybe his worst intro of any album ever. Right? Then said you missed the old Drake, girl. Don't tempt me. Saying that on tour. What's the old Drake? Which old Drake? Because every Drake album, he's done this. He does rapping and singing. He never gives a straight rapping album or a straight singing album. And that's where I think people get frustrated. Because you say For All the Dogs, etc., this is different. We thought it was going to be a straight rapping album. That's what everyone was thinking online, right? Then he drops the SZA song, Slime You Out. Nickelodeon time, singing. Fucks everything up again. Oh, if he's singing on this, then bro, nah, this album ain't going to be straight rapping. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, a day before the album comes out. Oh, shit, wait a minute. It is going to be a rapping album then, I guess. It's going to be all rapping. No. First song is some singing, like, and it's like, damn, bro. It's frustrating because I really thought that we were going to get a classic Drake album this year. Because this year, with music, the only album that really truly matters overall to me is the Gunna album. Replay value, Gunna album. Killer Mike had a dope album. Jack Harlow had a dope album. There's some dope albums out there that came out this year. But as far as impact, it's Gunna this year. Numbers speak for themselves.
Gonna be Bad Bunny.
Fuck You Mean has
Friday.
like the biggest song. Is like the biggest song this year. Biggest rap song this year. Is like taking over every chart. Doja Cat had a dope album as well. Shout out to Doja Cat. But I was like, everyone, listen, it's gonna be Drake. You know, the music industry works and moves when Drake drops. Look at that. Drake dropped. Look who's dropping now. Bad Bunny a week after, right? Mi pana Drake tiró su álbum. No déjame tirar el mío now. You know what I'm saying? On purpose. That's all calculated. Now we're gonna see a bunch of other albums dropping.
I think
because Drake's out the way.
He might take album of the year.
Bad Bunny. We gotta see. Because hopefully he doesn't let us down. Because he was supposed to take the year off. You know. Now we have Drake saying that. Drake says he's gonna take the year off. I'm gonna take a year off. Blah blah. Blah. But then look at the backlash he's been getting with this album. People don't like this Drake album.
Yeah.
It's like a clear consensus.
Yeah.
All the critics do not like this Drake album that much. You know.
A lot of people said the same shit about CLB too, though.
But then he's saying that. Drake had made a post saying that, oh, look at my Take Care comments on hotnewhiphop.com. He went back and looked at when Take Care dropped in 2012, whatever it was that people were saying.
Classic.
And he was like, look at the comments. If you look at the comments, everyone was saying the same thing they're saying today with this album. The same thing. It's scary. Oh my God, this is whack. Too much singing here, too much rapping here. Too long. This I don't like this. This is whack. Well, damn, he let us down. Well, I'm underwhelmed. But I don't think that it's the same type of situation. I think that this album can grow on people, but not to that extent. It's not gonna grow past it not being his worst album. I think it's his worst album. From the production, overall, the effort, the energy, you feel it. Where there's some songs that stand out. There's probably 3 of them that you feel the full energy and authenticity. Other than that, there seems to be a lackluster, underwhelming aura.
Is Honestly Nevermind an album?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say that's his worst.
You think it's his worst, if you consider that one?
Because
it's an album. It's one of his albums. It's not a rap album, but it's an album.
It's not what let me see, hold up. What's on that?
And if we want to go there, I could I'll fucking put it neck and neck, if anything.
Because think about it, right? Honestly, Nevermind. I like some tracks in there. I like them, but it's not a lot, bro. And from this album, the only song that mattered to pretty much the whole world was Jimmy Cook's.
Yeah.
Name another song off of that album.
But I can argue that Jimmy Cook's is probably better than any song on his new album.
Not better than the Cole shit.
It might be more.
No.
Jimmy Cook's was that shit.
Nah.
Jimmy Cook's was that shit. It's more replayable than J. Cole shit.
Neck to neck.
It's definitely more replayable, but that's because it's 21 Savage. 21 Savage is going to give you that replayability, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. Name another song off that album.
But the J. Cole song is the bigger moment.
Yeah.
It's the biggest moment this year in rap.
Yeah.
Drake and J. Cole coming together again years later. You know, probably their best collaboration.
Name a song from this album, bro.
Honestly, Nevermind?
Name another song.
Oh, the Green Text Go Green.
Okay.
That shit's hard.
Okay.
Text Go Green. what's the fuck? This one that's
I know
about
exactly.
Virgil. The one about Virgil.
I don't know what you're
About Virgil Abloh. Like he dedicated to him because the album's dedicated to Virgil. It's a whole album dedicated to Virgil Abloh.
Yeah.
Because Virgil Abloh passed away. But what's the one the most popular one?
Jimmy Cooks.
No, but aside from that, the one that people always play.
Sticky.
You know, Sticky. I guess that shit was crazy. But I don't know. This one is. I still think that one's honestly, never mind. It's still better to me because of the fact that it was different. It was not rap. The only rap song was Jimmy Cooks. Technically, it was more of like a moment, and it felt like experimental. Like oh, this is cool. Drake's doing some different shit. Okay, I respect this. 100%. Right. So the fact that I respect it is okay. And if anything, even if that's the worst, I wouldn't even count that as a rap album. So it's like if we're just doing straight rap albums, like hip hop, okay, then let's say that's the worst album. Right above that one would be this album. For All the Dogs for me.
If we're going off of rap, then I think CLB might be the worst one.
Let's look at also situations that happened from this album. For those who don't know, Fear of Heights. This was Drake actually subliminally dissing Rihanna. If you look at the verse, I'll break it down for you guys. Look, why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you. Ever since Drake and Rihanna have broken up, in her comments, etc., they always say that Rihanna is hung up on Drake. When A$AP Rocky got with Rihanna, it was viral. He got her pregnant. Everyone was tweeting. Chris Brown somewhere punching a wall. Drake somewhere punching a wall. Right? That was what everyone kept saying, right? Because who wouldn't be? I'd be fucking like, damn, I fucking missed that shit. Fuck, right?
Yeah, I know how that feels, Drake. I would have felt the exact same way. That's Rihanna, bro.
Then he says, that could never be me. Gal, bad girl Riri, right?
Gal.
So he says gal, like the Bahamian way, the Caribbean way, Jamaican way.
Yep.
He says, gal can't run me. She
Better
can't run
it's
me.
not
Because remember,
me.
Rihanna run this town. She runs everything. We're going to run this town tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gal can't run me. Better him than me. Better is not me. Who's him? A$AP Rocky, right? Earlier, there was other bars on the album where he was like, this shit could get really rocky, right? And he also said, I ain't pretty Flacco. This shit get really rocky. He said he had another line somewhere else, too.
But that wasn't a diss.
But it still was like a little punch.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
Especially when you combine this, right?
Because it worked with them lines he was doing. Like, it worked well. Like, if you listen to that whole little section.
I'm anti Rihanna's album.
Mm-hmm.
Anti. Yeah. The sex was average with you.
He's
Rihanna.
He's being petty.
Rihanna's song, Sex With Me was amazing. He's like, bitch, it was actually average. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch. Rihanna, I love you. You're the fucking best. My favorite female artist of all time, Rihanna. Yeah, I'm anti because I had it with you. Yeah, okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister. Auntie like a family picture. Family. She has a family right now, right? New family. And I had way better bitches than you, TBH. Because she's bad girl Riri. She's the baddest. He's like, no, actually, you're mid.
I ain't gonna lie. There is some badder bitches than Rihanna, bro.
The thing about Rihanna is like her aura and like her naturalness. She's not like a fat booty, big titty girl. That's not what it is. It's because she's just Rihanna.
It's just her
her
character.
aura.
Yeah.
Like I fucking love Rihanna. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect the family now, but like she was one of my like growing up. I'm like, yo, I would love to like kiss Rihanna. Like she's a fucking.
I like Rihanna over Beyonce.
Yeah, Rihanna's bad,
You know
bro.
what I'm
Like,
saying?
she's a sex appeal. That's what it is, sex appeal. Some people just have sex appeal.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the baddest body, but technically, okay, he had better girls than you. God bless. You're a grown man talking like this, but he's petty. Petty king. Yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't leave you. A$AP Rocky got 2 kids now. You can't leave. You're gonna be around him forever. Yeah, I'm on vacation. I bet it's Antigua. Antigua?
That's Guatemala.
Is it in Guatemala?
Antigua, Guatemala.
Okay, so people are saying Rihanna's from Barbados, and Barbados is an island in the country lesser of Antilles, West Indies. Antilles is a French word for Antilles. So maybe he meant Antilles, but people here put Antigua. Because Genius was getting the lyrics wrong lately.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie. They've been fucking up with the lyrics like more than ever. So I think it was Antilles on Apple Music. It says Antilles.
Might be that because Antigua's in Guatemala.
Yeah, so obviously Rihanna, right? And then to confirm it, Rihanna's choreographer posted this on their Instagram story, making fun of Drake when he attempted to kiss Rihanna at the VMAs. So it was like a screen grab of like, oh, she curved you, bro. Like, leave her alone. You're still obsessed with her. Subliminally. That's what you're basically trying to say, right? And I think I have more for those who don't know the history between them. This was the actual 2016 VMAs with Rihanna and Drake. You know, went viral. People thought that they kissed or did not kiss, etc., right? He presented their award. What did he say after? Wait, look, he said something. What do you think he said?
Bitch.
And look at her. Look at her. Oh, you saw her with her tongue? You saw her with her tongue? You saw her with her tongue?
She's like, ha. You see,
Rihanna's crazy. I never saw this.
Just that, nigga. You gonna tell me just that doesn't like? You're like, you bitch.
Sex appeal, bro. Sex appeal. She's the goal of sex appeal. So that was 7 years ago.
Damn.
Look at what's going on now.
Fucking flies, bro.
Look at what the fuck is going on now. And then I think I have other moments. Yeah, right here. Look what Drake said about Rihanna.
You know, where I don't have the fairy tale like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna, and like this is like so perfect, or like Drake. Yeah, it's like it looks so good on paper.
I wanted that too.
Well, I mean,
and I didn't get it too.
By the way, I wanted that too at one time. You know,
he got it. When I had a kid, that was when
he wanted it. He said he wanted it. He wanted the fairy tale family with Rihanna. He didn't get it. You know. That would have been obviously, oh, hell yeah, in a perfect world, but it's not a perfect world. And Drake and Rihanna, for those who don't know, have matching tattoos still of sharks that they got while they were dating. You know, sharks on their arms, both of them. This was years ago. But look what Drake still does on his tour. He brings out inflatable sharks and plays Rihanna music on a DJ booth. The Petty King. That's crazy. Look at inflatable shark there. Now, is this petty or is this obsession? Is this hurt? You know, I feel like a lot of people judge him. Oh, Drake is like, it looks corny. Like you're obsessed over this woman. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that have done similar things like this. Like, there's a lot of people, local people, friends of mine. People get strung up and hung up on their exes. Like, that's like a thing. Like, guys will just like, oh, talk about their ex. You know, even girls as well. Like, that's a thing. So no matter how we look at it, yes, it's Drake and Rihanna, megastars. They also look at each other as just exes. You know, 100%. That's my ex-boyfriend, that's my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, they're putting aside the whole artistry and shit.
Yeah, they don't care about the artistry. Drake is just
human being, man.
Petty because he misses his ex. Probably he used to love his ex. Yeah. That's what it really is. There's nothing more to it, but you know, it looks petty, right? Drake said it on the radio show that when he was dropping his album premiere, and he's like, "Listen, I might burn a lot of bridges, etc." Basically alluding to what Lil Yachty said. Controversial bars more than ever. This is one of those. This verse. He's talking about Rihanna, clear as day.
Yeah,
that's what's going on here. Will he ever get her back? Probably not. No. She fucking has a family, bro. She's probably gonna be married with the A$AP Rocky, right?
I don't know about that one.
We never know. It hasn't happened yet, but you know that's what it seems like is gonna be occurring. You never know, right?
That'd be dope, man.
She celebrated him over the weekend. It was A$AP Rocky's birthday. She rented out a whole thing for him. He brought his whole family out, his friends out.
Blessings, bro. That'd be beautiful. Blessings. You know, I got no hate. You know what I'm saying?
But it's pretty crazy how A$AP Rocky, Chris Brown, Drake had the same woman. You know, Travis Scott as well. It's insane. You know, it's insane. I'm not calling her a hoe or anything, but I'm just thinking like she is such of like a high level that only adds to like her mystique and like her like, oh, she has epic exes. You know, it's like almost like an Erykah Badu or like, you know, these women that have been with tremendous successful men in the industry. Rihanna is one of them. Now with A$AP Rocky, she has like 2 kids. I think Drake should move on though. After this, at this point,
you think so,
bro? Get the fuck come on, get the fuck out of here. Like what more else? Like she has kids. Like I would personally never give a fuck about a girl. Like if she has another relationship, if she has 2 kids with another man, my ex-girlfriend, bro, move the fuck on. Like at that point, you have to look at yourself and be like, damn, what's wrong with me? Like, you know, Drake needs to look in the mirror and be like, yo, is it me? Do I have like issues myself? I think he's wrapped up in what could have been. He's wrapped up in that family. He's jealous of A$AP Rocky, but he's not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna say that, but that's
Bro,
what it really is.
Listen, man.
And you're like, you're Drake.
I'd probably feel the same way, bro. He really liked her. You know what I'm saying? You tell me, I kind of feel him. I kind of feel him, bro. If I was in his shoes, bro, I don't think I would still be hung up on it. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's a catch, man.
Drake and The Weeknd. Drake said on All the Parties, a song with Chief Keef, verbatim, my bitch is playing D in them. Them shawties don't listen to Weeknd. People didn't catch it because it didn't sound like that at first. You know, because you wouldn't think it's saying that. You read the lyrics, it didn't say that in the lyrics. But now with the updated lyrics, it says that. And I felt that when I listened to it after. Not during the reaction. I didn't catch it. I don't think I caught it during.
Say that line again?
He says, the shorties playing P&D in them. The shorties don't listen to Weeknd. It's just taking a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, shouting out P&D.
I thought they were cool.
That's what I was going to ask you. When was the last time we saw Drake and The Weeknd together? Wasn't it during, like, a tour or something? Or, like, did Drake come out for The Weeknd's tour? No. Was it at OVO Fest?
It was recently, no?
I could have sworn that they squashed their beef. It might have been the Super Bowl that maybe Drake supported it or showed that or posted it or something, but that was a while ago. Yeah, I don't know. Any OVO, XO fans? I'll tell you this much. It's sad to see. It's sad to see. Prior to this album coming out, prior to her loss, prior to Honestly Nevermind, after COB, there was a lot of rumors of Take Care 2. Take Care 2. There's a lot of rumors of Drake and The Weeknd working together. That's what a lot of people thought.
Yeah.
For All the Dogs, I was like, oh, maybe The Weeknd might be working with Drake again on here. You never know, right? But then The Weeknd said what? Last month? My last feature ever, I'm giving it to Diddy as The Weeknd. I'm no longer making music as The Weeknd. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So you're not going to be on Drake's album? Okay. Yeah, right. He wasn't on Drake's album. Something's going on with The Weeknd and Drake behind the scenes to the point that you have Drake literally subbing him on his album. Saying that his shorties don't listen to Weeknd. Like picking Party Next Door over The Weeknd. And that's always been a thing behind the scenes with fans, right? Because OVO XO, we thought Drake was going to keep The Weeknd, sign him. The Weeknd said, no, he left. I want to be XO by myself, right?
Yeah.
But they still had, their moments, Take Care, classic collaborations, The Ride. Oh my God, let's not get started. It's like classic, right? And they always were, they're both from Toronto.
Yeah.
The Energy, Canada.
Yeah.
That like the OVO sound, like that, like grimy, like undertone, soft, but like mysterious. Never happened, right? They never rekindled, never recollaborated again, ever. But it's like, okay, they probably still have respect behind the scenes. You never know. They squashed the beef. We saw like online exchange showing love to each other recently, like last year, 2 years ago.
It was recently, bro.
It was recently, bro. I would love to find what it was, to like put it up. But I couldn't find nothing. It's hard to find it. Party Next Door. Everyone thought, okay, so Party Next Door is The Weeknd's replacement? Like, it's another R&B act that's actually really fucking good. And it has mysterious energy, just like The Weeknd did. Didn't show his face much, like The Weeknd, right? Has a weird name, like The Weeknd. The Weeknd is like a sentence. It's a regular phrase. Everyone says it. Party Next Door, regular phrase. Doesn't even sound like an artist. That's just a regular sentence.
Party Next Door is
it's a Party Next Door.
Party Next Door is a go.
It's a dope-ass name. And me personally, I've always put Party Next Door over The Weeknd.
Same.
As like a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to who's the bigger artist, who's probably like the better overall artist, it's The Weeknd.
Yeah.
It's The Weeknd. Like, but as a personal favorite, Party Next Door, like, he connects with me more.
I wish I could rediscover him, bro.
Yeah, Party Next Door over The Weeknd always for me. But The Weeknd's a GOAT. Like, it's like something about Abel that I respect the fuck out of. Like, he's like one of the greatest artists ever. Like, it's insane, right? I wish that Party Next Door took it to like a Weeknd level where he collaborated more, he toured more, he tried to make big songs for himself more rather than write all these big ass hits and give them to the fucking Rihanna, Drake, everyone else except him. Like, nigga, come on, drop some shit yourself, nigga. But yeah, there we have it. The Weeknd and Drake. What's your guys' theories? Comment down below about that situation. That was fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
This album is like has layers that you got to peel back and see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, it's layers, but it's not like very much depth. That was just one line, but it still means a lot. He came at the Weeknd. Why the fuck are you coming at the Weeknd on this album? This music is gonna be played forever. People are gonna play his album again in the future, always. Why come at the Weeknd during this album? You know, you can't just do that by name. You know, so hopefully it's not rap beef. It might be women. It might be vagina. It always has vagina. Typically, it seems like. Now let's talk about some reactions before we get into the ranking of Drake's album. Look at the reactions to the Drake album by the media. We have Birdman threatening people because of their reaction to Drake's album. Birdman, again, making rounds all over the internet because of his Clubhouse interviews. I don't even know the Birdman had a Clubhouse. So we have Drewski posting a fake Birdman saying, oh, Birdman been in the gym. This guy looks like Birdman. He does look like a Birdman.
That's a guy?
Yeah. And then we have Birdman saying, boy, you stop playing with a real gangster. But he's joking. He's like trolling Drewski. They have like this thing that's like parody back and forth. Stunned about to have you come up missing on Gladys. Rest in peace tomorrow, Miss Gladys, boy.
People always say that y'all made that more famous than Birdman.
Yeah. That's Birdman's mother. Rest in peace, Miss Gladys.
That's my mom's name.
Oh yeah, it's true too, right? Gladys. But here we have Birdman coming at Joe Budden. He added Joe Budden. Calm down, brother. You're not built for this gangster shit, real gangster shit. He added him. He added Charlamagne the God as well. I think you mean good, and I respect you, even though we had our difference, but I respect you. But respect Drake, nigga. He didn't say nigga, but I heard it in my head like, nigga. Like he's trying to come at him, you know, that energy. You could feel that, like, aggressiveness. Now we have audio as well of Birdman, you know, talking that shit on Clubhouse, not just making posts.
Man, Champagne Poppy, the real deal. Any nigga playing with Champagne Poppy could suck my dick. Y'all some pussy ass niggas. Stop playing with Champagne Poppy.
They be saying I be tripping, bro.
See, but I don't love that. Because, like, bro, people are going to have their opinions, Birdman. He's still the GOAT.
He's having his opinion. So how can we be biased? He's having his opinion.
Good point. As long as he's not telling me to suck his dick, because I'm not going to suck his dick.
Can we talk about the fact that YB's going to end up looking like Birdman? Anyways, keep going.
And speaking of YB has ties with Birdman. You know, that's one of his, like, OGs. Yeah. So technically, he's telling YB suck his dick because YB has been doing subliminals about Drake. Unless Birdman's handled it behind the scenes, he would be the middleman between Drake and YB. Birdman would be. For those who don't know, because Birdman invested into YB's career. He's not Cash Money artist, but it's because YB didn't want to. But he still invested into him, probably financially, you know, helping him connect dots behind the scene.
It's over.
Hey, Remo, so how do you feel about people who's really not feeling Drake's latest album? A lot of people saying that this is the start of Drake falling off, maybe. Like Joe Budden criticizing him too.
Joe Budden ain't got a hit since Carter had Leather Pills.
Say, bro, tell Joe Budden calm down, bro. I don't have no ill feelings with Joe Budden. I personally always respected Joe Budden. I don't have nothing ill about Joe Budden. But he can't play with the GOAT. You can't play with the GOAT. No. I have nothing but respect for Joe. But he can't play with the GOAT. And if you playing with the GOAT, then you want a problem. If you want a problem, we'll give you a problem. On God, we'll give you one. But if you want one, we'll give you one. But besides that, we don't want to give you a problem. But if you want a problem, we'll give you a problem with the GOAT. Because we respectable men. We honorable men. We not dishonorable men. But if you play, then we gonna play.
Yeah. I'm so fucking scared of Birdman, bro. I don't think you have any idea. Like, I grew up listening to everything Cash Money. If Birdman tells me some shit like this, bro, I'm gonna fucking, like, delete everything or hide away. Like, this is crazy, man. He's a scary guy. But I don't like the idea of, like, because someone just doesn't like an album. Because if you listen to Joe Budden, which we're going to play too as well, Joe Budden, he actually likes the album. He just didn't like it that much. Like how we said here. Like, I think it's Drake's worst album, but I still think it's a good album. But it's not pushing the needle. Nigga, it's 2023. Rap has been lackluster. So we thought Drake was gonna push that needle.
Yeah.
He didn't push the needle. No. That's all that people are really saying. But then
he didn't push nothing. He shoved.
But then there's more to
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
I found out actually more specifics as to why Drake is mad at Joe Budden. But we'll talk about that after playing. I want to show what I think is Wallo's reaction to the Drake album. So Wallo made this post today about a Dear Rap, a letter to rap music, a letter to the industry. And I think he's talking about Drake's album, which is interesting because he's friends with Drake. You know, he called Drake the other day while he was interviewing Rod Wave. During the Rod Wave interview, he called like Drake's team. He spoke with Drake and Chubbs, like, oh, connect the dots because Rod Wave wants to meet you. So he's friends with Drake. So you would think he'd be a bit more biased when it comes to criticism. But this is pretty not that biased. You know, this is pretty raw. I didn't expect him to be this raw. The landscape of the rap industry is undergoing a remarkable transformation. Is becoming increasingly evident that today's fans have become more discerning and sophisticated in their taste. Yet, it's intriguing to observe that many artist teams have yet to catch up on this evolving dynamic. The era of relying solely on flashy jewelry, ostentatious fashion choices, references to drugs, and flaunting firearms to capture attention is fading away into obscurity. What is truly resonates with audiences now is not the gimmicks, but rather the power of authentic, high-quality music. For a significant period, it seemed like attention-grabbing antics, manufactured controversies were the driving force behind the rap game's success. However, the genre is gradually drawing to a close. However, this era is gradually drawing to a close. The numbers, particularly on those platforms like YouTube and Spotify, Apple charts, and are painting a starkly different picture. They've revealed that it's not the manufactured motion or shock value that propels artists to the forefront, but the quality of their music and the genuine connection that they establish with their listeners. Good point. Because remember I was saying that the Doja Cat numbers were low?
Yeah.
She's going viral, demon shit.
Yeah.
But then the numbers are 50,000 a week? Doja?
Yeah.
Nah, right? Is this transformed landscape the practice of paying for a feature from a more established artist no longer guarantees success? In this transformed landscape, the practice. Okay, so even if you get a big feature, you're saying it's not going to be, that's true. That's been happening now. It's increasingly apparent that each artist has their own unique impact, and success is often built on individual merit rather than collaborations alone. This shift underscores the importance of honing one's craft, producing and compelling resonant music, and cultivating a genuine fan base. In essence, the rap game is experiencing a significant metamorphosis. And artists and their teams must adapt to their new reality by prioritizing musical authenticity and the cultivation of devoted fan following rather than relying on outdated gimmicks and manufactured trends. I wish you all the best, respect, and love. Now, this came today, after the biggest release being Drake. So I'm assuming this is like a correlation to the Drake album. But in what sense? Because it is successful, right? Drake's album is successful. It's still doing 500,000. It's going gold in a week. Yeah. It's probably going to be platinum by the end of the month, So Drake is still successful. So I don't know if this might not be towards Drake. But it would make sense if it is because the timing is a very odd from Wallo, right? Right after this. So I'm thinking it's like a for all the dogs reaction. Maybe if he compares it to everything else, it could be because he's like, damn, Drake did 500,000, Doja Cat only did 50,000. Damn, what's going on? But then you see Rod Wave did 150. Damn. So it was like, oh, it's about the fans. You got to focus on your fans, like he says here, like how Russ has always said. Focus on your fans and not the antics.
Yeah.
Rod Wave, no antics. #1 album. Always goes platinum eventually with albums. Tours, sold out. I can't name you one Rod Wave song from this year.
Neither can I.
I cannot name you them. But he's successful. He's not focusing on antics. What antics, what gimmicks has he had? Nothing. Nothing at all. Very, very, very raw guy, authentic guy, his fan base, he's doing his thing. Wallo is 100% accurate. I've said this shit ever since Young Thug got locked up. Whereas, like, if rappers are being arrested and their lyrics are being used against them, then we need to realize, like, it's not only influencing young kids to want to do lean and do this, etc., talk about guns in this fashion, you know, unresponsibly. It's also impacting them directly now. So now you're going to have artists now no longer rapping the way they were rapping. Because you can't be like, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, gang, gang, 4PF the gang, gang, if, like, you're going to be investigated. You know? So it's like...
Or if you do it, you got to do it in a different state.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more protective of your content. You know? And we always have said this, where it's like, certain things like a Lil Durk would rap about, your ops and this and that, killing people, it shouldn't be glorified. Like, why is that the main energy? Didi Osama, 14 years old, 15 years old, talking about murder. Why? Why is that? What's going on? You know, so, and Drake following him, you know, big people supporting these artists, these young artists that talk bullshit, right? So it was like, when you push it aside, what's still there? You put all the bullshit aside, what's still there? The quality. People only care about the quality, right? And I think it's very authentic. It's very true. I agree with this. I've always said this. Here today and gone tomorrow, like Drake's dad said on the album, on Drake's best album. But let's see other reactions. We have Charlamagne the God. For those who don't know, this was Charlamagne the God's prediction a day before For All the Dogs came out. This is what he said he wanted from Drake on For All the Dogs.
I know some places Drake could take it.
Well, no. If he wanted to go there,
I'd love to hear about him and fatherhood. I think that would be fantastic to hear about him and, you know, raising a son. Even if it's just like 1 or 2 records, like even if it's just one record, like it's like a deep, thought-provoking record about being a father.
And if he gives that, I think people would love it. But I just don't think he is gonna go there.
Or tell us about how he really does want to be in love. How he does really want to have a family. He would love to, you know, have a wife. I tell you what Drake has that Kanye I don't think has anymore. I think Drake has a devoted fan base for his music.
Oh yeah.
Kanye has a fan base. People like Kanye, you know, whether it's for the antics, whether it's for the sneakers, whatever else, but you might not necessarily be checking for his music.
Ain't nobody singing new Kanye.
That's what you know what's so interesting? The one thing I would love to see in hip hop, even though it'll never happen because Kanye insulted Drake's whole community, offended his whole community, I would have loved to see a Drake album executive produced by Kanye.
Forget it. See you later. Out of here. See you later.
Expectations for the album. I know some.
I would have loved to see that. I said that before, like a Drake Kanye album, you know, produced by Kanye, or Drake writing a whole Kanye album, etc. That's probably never gonna happen. Fatherhood. I wanted Drake to do that. I thought he was gonna do that this album. First of all, the album cover was drawn by his son. So I'm like, damn, okay, his son's gonna be on this album? You know, he's gonna talk about his son on this album? What's gonna happen? First music video, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, opens up with his son drawing on about talking about the album, and the whole video he's with his son.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna get some personal Drake on this album. Oh, let's go. You listen to that album, it's not really that. It's more of like a yachty, like young sounding energy all over the place, trying to make it sound like a radio, BRK radio.
So can we blame Yachty then?
I think you're gonna have to blame Yachty. I think it all falls down to Yachty.
I've always said it, bro. People be glorifying Yachty, man.
Because I think the timing of their collaboration, if they were to do like an EP together, like on some Yachty sound, 5 tracks back to back, hard. But to make a whole album and you got Yachty influences, I think he's only on 5 of these songs as credits, but he's still A&R'd. Like he still told Drake what to put on, what to take off.
5 too many.
So he still helped. He might have taken off some shit that was like better.
5 too many.
But we do have, for Charlamagne's point, and for my point, we do have that second to last song on the album where it's personal. It's very personal.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk about being a father.
No.
Away from home. But it's very personal. One of my favorite songs on the whole album.
Yeah.
Like family. He's talking about his family. He's talking about growing up.
Yep.
His career. I love that. His son, my bad. His son has a random moment on his album.
Yes.
I don't even know what song. I forgot what song is on.
It's
But he's on the outro, right? Don't talk to my man like that. He's rapping. And it's cool because it's his son.
Daylight.
At the end of Daylight, right?
Yeah.
But then, aside from the fact that it's his son, what his son is talking about It's like, what? What are you talking about? It's almost like on some gangster shit. Is he trying to be gangster? Because the song is kind of gangster. But then if the song is those alluding to like killing XXXTentacion or allegedly, being involved in that, or just the fact of him making maybe fun of that, like, oh, people think I killed them, so let me like shot him in daylight, then it's sick to put your son at the end of the song. It's like, wait a minute, hold up, bro. Like, why would you do that? And at the same time, his son's part is not like people are gonna replay that part. And a lot of people even still don't know that it's his son. Some people think it's not his son. Some people are like, no, it's not his son. It's his fucking son.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't think it's his son. They think it's like a girl or something.
Nah, it's his son.
It's his son.
He's fucking credit on the thing.
I would love a Drake 10-track album, serious, just raps, timestamp energy, talking about being a father, talking about his family, just like how Charlamagne said. I would love that. Did we get that this time with For All the Dogs? No fucking way.
You're not gonna get it.
You think we're never gonna get it?
No, not never. You're not gonna get it anytime soon.
You think it'll be a while for that?
Yeah.
Some people on Twitter had the debate that that's an exit album. That would be his retirement album.
Mm-hmm.
But why does that have to be his retirement album?
A wrap up.
But I don't know, because he could do multiple of those. He doesn't have to just do one of those. He hasn't done an album with just one producer ever. Nas just did fucking, what, 6? Was it 6 of them? Or 4 of them? No, 6 of them. He did King's Disease and Magic.
The thing is,
6 albums with Hit Boy.
Let's be honest, bro. Every album that he's dropped, has it been something that we've asked for?
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Never. And with CLB, what people complain about, I thought he was going to fix and put it on For All the Dogs. He did the opposite. He just did some CLB shit again. Playlists, music for everyone. You're going to like at least 1 or 2 of these songs, and then this person going to like 1 or 2 of these songs. But maybe that's what works for him because he knows how to like capture every audience.
He does.
He knows how to do that. We gotta be honest. Because if he dropped a straight rap album, bitches ain't playing that shit. If he drops a straight R&B album, niggas really ain't gonna be playing that shit. So he wants to do a mix of both. But it's like, Drake, it's okay to take a L one time, have some low sales, just do a classic. Niggas want a classic. You know what I'm saying? But he's not doing that.
Thing is, bro, at the end of the day, he's gonna do what he wants to do, bro. I get it. You do this. Your numbers are up. You're getting money because of us. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But at the end of the day,
last rap,
he's gonna want to put out whatever the fuck he wants to put out. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It's like similar to like your podcast. You're gonna say whatever the fuck you want to say. You're not gonna go off what people. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Speaking about it, this is a very important topic. The biggest story in media right now. This has gone so viral that it's been a part of sports podcasts. Instead of them talking about sports this week, they've been talking about, for starting the week, Joe Budden versus Drake. Now, I posted this clip. It went viral. How many impressions so far? How many views? 10+ million views on Twitter. Check it out. Joe Budden podcast episode 664. I watched it over the weekend early on Patreon, on his Patreon, and I watched it. And this stood out to me right away. This was his reaction and breakdown of the Drake album. We'll play it right now.
Rap album review.
He says, this is my last rap album review of the year. So some shit like that, listen.
This might be my last rap album review. 98% of y'all sound uninspired. Y'all do sound low effort. There's no new, exciting, creative energy on the way. All of y'all sound like y'all trying to sound like
Someone
the
else.
artists that you like a lot. None of y'all seem
He's
to
right
be
there.
trying to
He's
innovate.
right.
I miss
He's
the
right.
Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little fucking kids. I don't give a fuck about you and Kai Cenat. That's gonna sound like hate.
It is.
Yo,
It
and I'm not, listen, he's not wrong. When I saw Drake, like, it was like photos of Drake, like, watching Kai Cenat stream. It's cool, but I felt like, I'm like, this is strategic. Like, okay, this is what you're gonna do. So I had a feeling like, damn, okay, so this album's gonna be more of like a youthful, like, that's what you're aiming for? Because he hasn't shown any acknowledgement or like love to like a Elliot Wilson, Charlamagne, like media, rap media. But to like the younger shit, the Bobby Altoff, right? That interview that he took down, never explained why. The Barstools one with Caleb Presley that went viral with his son. What else did he do? The Yachty one. He did one with Yachty. I feel like there's one more that he did, right? Like another Drake interview. No, I think that was it. It might be it for the year. I think it was
I
it.
think that was it.
You know, and everyone wanted more like real deal media. He hasn't done it. But then I seen the Kai shit. I'm like, oh, we talked about it in here. He's gonna hop on the Kai stream. We thought he was gonna hop on because Kai has been with Drake at his concerts. So I'm like, damn. He wants to do some young shit, right? He's working with Yachty. You know, Yachty's 25 or 26 now, I think. My age, our age, it's crazy, right? 10 years younger than Drake. He's trying to be a decade younger with the sound and like be with the part of the wave, right? And Drake's always done that with the little baby.
It could just be the fact that that's what he likes right now.
It could be, but I feel like Drake is strategic.
No, 100%, right? But at the end of the day, we can't forget that motherfucker at the end of the day is a human being.
Yeah.
You're going to rock with what you rock with. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Like, for example, Kai, like the biggest streamer out there right now. I don't watch Kai. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest out there. And I see, like, clips and shit like that. I don't watch his streams, though. Like, I find the clips and shit like that funny, but I don't care enough about it to watch a whole-ass stream, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're going to like what you're going to like. It's, I don't know.
Let's keep it going here.
It's not hate.
It is.
It's not hate. Go find some niggas your fucking age. Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce. Where is the verse that Yachty said is arguably one of the best verses Drake has ever written? It's nowhere on this project.
No. I agree with that.
His top 10,
He don't
20,
even have
30,
the best
40,
verse on his project.
top 50 verses are not on this project. And that's where I recognize I have to let go of Drake. I have to let go. The Drake that I love was the best hook creator, maker, loner outer of in the world. When is the last what is the last memorable hook you've heard from Drake? I haven't heard.
What's the last memorable hook you ever heard from Drake? Like memorable. I think he meant impactful. Because memorable is like memorable. Charlamagne Daylight, that's memorable. But it's not like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not even a good hook. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
It's like, it's good for the song, but like overall, it sounds tacky the way he's saying it.
The tone in that shit just.
Yeah, bro. It's like, Charlamagne Daylight is kind of like childish. Like,
Yeah.
But what's the last like big Drake hook? It's a good question. I'm trying to think. Was it Search and Rescue? But what's the hook on Search and Rescue?
Come and rescue me. Take me out the club. Take me out the trap. Take me out the.
I think that's the one. That's the last one. But then Joe Budden forgot about it. But why? Drake's fault. It's not on the fucking album.
Nah.
Put that shit on the album. Make it a bonus.
I don't know why it's
like.
not.
Why is it on the album?
I thought I was going to. It works for the
It's
album.
so fucking crazy,
It works for the album.
bro. It works with the album.
It's probably gonna be another deluxe. I don't think there's gonna be a deluxe. Has Drake ever done a deluxe? Oh yeah.
When nothing was the same. And Take Care.
Yeah.
He did him. He could do it.
Yeah.
But then if he does it with this album, what are people gonna say? You did a deluxe because this album was whack. Because that's what everyone does with this new era. Lil Durk, Trippie Redd. Everyone does like a
Lil
deluxe
Uzi.
to try to keep up with shit. Like to try to like, blah, blah, blah. You know, but let's keep it going here.
I haven't heard a dominant hook from Drake in a long time.
That's a good point.
So now you couple that.
So I think he was wrong with that point. Joe Budden was wrong with that one.
He don't rap the way that he stay scheming, Take Care. This is like Yachty rapping. This is like he rapping for the children. And that's my.
I can see that because a lot of these lines, bro, the shit that he was saying, like certain bars, like where he's trying to like talking about the ex situation, like that I shoot him in daylight, like he knows what he's doing. That's not to be like a deep thinker. That's like to talk for the kids, for like the TikTokers that have these conspiracies and us and blah blah. That's what he's doing. It's trying to play into that. You know, you can literally see that. And in certain lines are like they could have been better. Like he had a line on the album where he's like you know, you're like one of the guys. I think I'm bi. Something like that.
I mean, thinking I'm bi.
I think I'm bi. You're one of the guys. Like, oh, I'm just kidding. It's like playful, youthful. Like, only Drake could say these lines, right? But he's always had some of these type of lines.
Yeah.
But I think they might have been more prominent here, but they're not that deeper as they could have been.
Is this what his podcast looked like? The quality?
No. I lowered the quality and I filtered it and I heightened his voice to everything. That way we can play it. Because a lot of times his podcast, he would copyright strike people for playing it and stuff. But I did that on purpose to throw it up on Twitter. That way we can play it here on the podcast.
Okay.
But then on Twitter it went viral, as expected. Because I have the Patreon, so I get it earlier than his YouTube. Because he drops on Patreon video Friday, and then video on YouTube Saturday. But the audio's out Friday. So sometimes the audio go viral, but I like putting the video because people are like, oh shit, let's see this nigga's face, right? So it works.
Yo, dog, I had to look up how old this nigga was when I finished listening to the album. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You will be 37 years old. Get the fuck away from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds. I want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people.
No.
Same thing that Charlamagne said. Same thing that I said with the father. Same shit. It's crazy how a lot of people are feeling this way now. Like more than ever with Drake, right?
My thing is
but I think it's after this album.
This is my thing, bro. Why are we entitled to expect what we want from him?
Yeah. You make a valid point.
Why are we
You make a valid
entitled,
point.
bro?
But I think it's because of, and you should always make that point because I love having the contrary point because and aside from that, it's not just a contrary point, it's a logistical point. If you're just talking about logically, but I think what it is especially in hip hop media, we feel like as if Drake is such a big, like monumental, like he fucking matters, right? Like he drops and people are looking, we're talking about it so much. Like some people drop and you're like, oh, it was all right. No one gives a fuck. We move on to the next.
Right.
But with Drake is like, we're still trying to give ourselves like, let's listen to it. Let's talk about it next month still. A month after, For All the Dogs, how do we feel still? Still feel? We're still going to be talking about it because it's Drake. So what people are saying is like, Drake can do whatever he wants, but why don't you want to push that needle? Like, why aren't you trying to create the trend? Why are you trying to follow the Lil Yachty's trend? Why the fuck are you doing that? You should be trying to create a trend. You should be trying to be more like, let's talk some shit. Let's drop my balls on these niggas. He's not doing that. So it's like, okay, like Birdman said, why the fuck you coming at the GOAT? The GOAT's just having fun. He can drop whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly.
He can. But then don't drop 8 a.m. in Charlotte before everything. Don't say on tour, they missed the old Drake. Don't tell academics. This is the one.
I guess the argument here
Don't
would
fucking put on the cover art. What's the cover art?
A goat.
A fucking goat. So if your album cover art is a goat,
But it's called For All the Dogs.
but then it's called For All the Dogs. Well, whose fault is that? Drake's dumbass because that's horrible. That's horrible like branding. Because like, I didn't even know it was a goat until we saw the music video. We thought it was a dog this whole fucking time.
Yeah, because of the name.
But then we did say that's an ugly ass dog.
I guess the argument here is,
Bro, Drake is the
you
greatest.
You can drop whatever the fuck you want, right? You can have fun with it. Don't be mad about the backlash. That's the argument here.
That's the argument.
That's the argument.
Take the criticism,
right,
and then get better.
Right.
Right. But then, and we'll play this full clip.
That's my issue with him today.
You're not gonna hear that.
He rapping for the kids, the streams,
The Instagram comments, the algorithm. I'm rapping for this. No.
He ain't really rapping. He ain't trying to rap for me.
No, he's not.
And I accept that.
I don't know.
I accept that. Listen, he has given me
enough.
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm sitting here complaining. If he don't make another song, I am well fed. Pause.
Now, Academics has revealed that Joe Budden and Drake spoke behind the scenes. Last night they had a phone call or a text, whatever it was, and Drake told Joe Budden that what actually, made him feel some type of way in response to Joe Budden was the fact that when he said the age shit, like he felt like he was coming personally at Drake. He's like, you could not like my music, but when you get personal, like you're talking about my age.
I don't think he doesn't like that. Remember when the Yachty did that shit?
Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
when
damn.
during an interview.
Yeah, he's like, okay. And then he kept going and he brought it up again. Well, what the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was like, you're old. You're getting old.
Yeah.
He's like, damn. Because Drake just doesn't want to accept this reality. I think that's what it genuinely is. Drake is a bachelor young man, right? He said it before. He's like, I'm the only rapper that still lives the rap star life. Because Kendrick has a family, J. Cole has a family. And that was before he had a son. So I'm like, okay, Drake, you can't say that shit no more. No, he is. He still has a son. He's still fucking all these bitches. What did he say on the album? What would Pluto do? He fuck on his host. I'm gonna fuck her too. Like I'm gonna fuck this bitch. Like she fucked my man, so I'm gonna fuck her again. Like this is some young nigga rap type shit. Drake is about to hit 40, so it's like niggas want to see him kind of get out of that wave. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Or at least don't make that shit cool. You know what I'm saying? Because he keeps making that shit cool.
Listen, I get that. I really do. I get it, right? But
who are we?
no, not that. I get that, but like, can we come to accept the fact that we've set these parameters or like these ideas of what can and cannot be done by a certain age? For example, people
like
say,
who are we to set the age limit?
For example, people saying, oh, 50, 60, damn, you're old. Like saying like 50, you're old and shit like that. Are you really though? You're technically low key if we're going off of like 100 years. You're halfway through your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you really, or like 40? Like, are you really old? Not really. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are we saying that you can't do these certain things by that age? You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, we know what greatness is. Like, we know that if Drake does an album where he collaborates with Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Future, Travis Scott, some hits, right? He doesn't do that. What he did was, let me get with Tizo Touchdown, do 2 songs with Tizo Touchdown. Tizo Touchdown, new artist, just dropped his new album, never had any music out.
Because he's booming.
Because he's new, right? Let me get with Yachty, you know, because Yachty, we never really worked together, and Yachty is popping again more than ever. Like, Yachty's like a tastemaker now. Let me get with Yachty, like, and he's actually my close friend. Who else he had on the album that was young? 21's always gonna be around, but that's like, you know, they're close friends.
Yeah, people were like, okay, we're kind of over the 21 features.
Yeah, so it's like, that's what it really is. But then it's like how you said. In reality, logistically, common sense, Drake could do what the fuck he wants, right?
He's gonna work with the people he's close with and he likes at the moment, bro.
Yeah, and also, I'd rather Drake do an adult album of father vibe when he feels like it. That way it's genuinely.
Exactly.
Because if he just does it because we're telling him to do it,
exactly,
it's not going to come off authentic.
Yeah. And then he's going to be like, what the fuck you guys want?
He's like, you guys are never fucking happy. It's going to come off like some bullshit.
And that's always going to happen.
Exactly.
You can't always please everyone.
Like, you can't please everybody. Like Kendrick Lamar said, you can't please everyone.
Why
but then,
is your cover photo the Broad Street?
You got to represent La Broa, baby.
What the fuck?
Yo, I had Ocean, but then the fucking Nicki trolls would like would come with using his photo. I had to take him off. I'm like, oh, fuck these bitches.
Yeah,
God bless.
Don't touch my kid. Bro.
It's like, Nicki, I love you, but your fans be going crazy. What did I want to read? I wanted to read what Drake said because we didn't even read it. So this was Joe Budden's response to Drake. He said, "You'll grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated." So he's like doubling down on the grow up shit, grow the fuck up shit, right?
Right.
But then Drake said, which a lot of people thought was an ether, which I think is like a mix of both. It's an ether, but it's really sensitive. It's sensitivity. Drake's being pretty sensitive here. But like you said, you know, he could fucking be. Why not? As he should.
Yeah, he's a human being.
Exactly. He said, Joe Budden, you failed at music, which I don't really agree. Joe Budden really didn't fail. In a sense, like, he's not a Drake, but Joe Budden has the #1 music podcast of all time. Every time he comes out. For 10 years now. But okay, you left it behind to do what you're doing now in this clip. Cause this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, remember you are watching it fairly or give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. He has a point there. In a sense, if we're just talking about rapping, right? Because Joe retired. You won't retire if like you can't do it no more. You don't want to do it no more. You know, Drake is still doing it. He's doing it better than him, more successful than him.
Let's be honest, Joe Budden, I don't think, like, again, he's preaching basically what he thinks, right? So he's preaching what he thinks.
Yeah.
He can't do what Drake is doing right now because he's quote unquote old. If he were to try to be with the times,
he's 47.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
His music right now would not work.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. His music, where he ended it, that's where that era ended. Let's be honest.
You got a good point, nigga. Because it's true. Because it's very true. It's very true. I think Drake just wants to stay young. Like, he knows what works to stay up with the time.
The thing is, he can.
Yeah. And then we are older now as well. I wonder how kids in high school right now, like if we were in high school, how do kids in high school, if you're in high school out there, comment down below. If you're watching this, listening to us, what's your take? Like, what do people feel? Obviously, Twitter's one thing, but it's like, I genuinely want to know like what the younger people feel about this album.
Yeah, that would be the better audience to ask.
You know, for any artist watching this, remember that you're watching a failure. Give their opinion on the idea of recipe for success. A quitter, give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. Fuck, he really fucking quit. He retired. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and the Nisei jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. But Drake has been seen in video telling Joe Budden to his face 10 years ago that he's one of the greatest. And then in the Elliot Wilson Rap Radar interview, he said that when he started rapping, he would rap like Joe Budden. He said that because he loved Joe Budden's style. And Mood Music.
How long ago was that?
Mood Music was so far gone. All that shit became because Joe Budden was one of the first rappers to ever like rap good, but then still rap about love and shit without being R&B.
Yeah.
Which is basically what the fuck Drake does perfectly, right? So, you know, but I don't think Drake's denying that. You know, because he's still, like I said, behind the scenes, it just got revealed that Drake spoke with Joe Budden. So, like, they're still talking. This was him just trying to kind of ether him and, like, speak his piece, frustrated.
Yeah.
Even if he's a bit hypocritical, you know, it is what it is. 450 men. He said that shit about Charlamagne, the God. He's like, you're 450, whatever. He always keeps using that similar number, like 400 people.
Everyone has a favorite number.
Fucking Drake, bro. Sorry that we're not you, Drake. You got fucking how many? $450 million.
I say 1,000 all the time.
Bro.
Instead of saying keep it at 100, I say 1,000.
Keep it 1,000. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact.
Which is true.
So I guess he's saying that's not affecting his mindset after the fact.
Yeah.
But he keeps talking about it, so I think it is. But it is. God bless. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. Damn. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember what your number is. That's crazy. That's hard.
What's Joe Budden's number? Nah.
We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all that you need to it. Wait, because you accomplished all you need to its cause. It wasn't working for you. Oh, because it was working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. You heard him? He said it's not a real thing, Mar. Which it is though. So I don't know what he's talking about here.
Because he's entitled to his own opinion.
You're wrong, Drake. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, you know. But I guess specifically what Joe Budden is not. He's saying because this man is projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything that he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put it in simpler terms, I own a 767. That's a $250 million plane, Air Drake, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
And he owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. So he definitely ethered him. But to be honest, man, not everyone wants to be Drake. I personally don't want to be as rich or as famous as Drake. I would be fine with the modest house.
I would like to be as rich as Drake. I wouldn't want to be as famous as Drake.
But I would be comfortable with having a modest house in a 973. I don't have a house now.
Well, the thing is, I would
love to own a house. What the fuck?
I would have all that money and live in a modest house.
Okay.
That's the thing.
But this shit, man, this was going viral. It was crazy. I was shocked that Drake responded. I said it at Charlamagne. I was like, why was he coming at Charlamagne weeks ago?
I found it hilarious.
He went at Elliot Wilson, Charlamagne. Now he's coming at Joe Budden. So it's like he's in an energy right now where it's like, I'm going to clap back. I'm going to respond.
You know what the thing
You no
is,
longer could just say whatever the fuck you want about me.
You want to know? The perfect thing I can think of is like, you know that one uncle you got, bro? So he's older than you, and he wants to like tell you how shit should be, but you're like, bro, you're old, my G. Like you don't really get it. Like I'm rocking with this wave. This is how I'm feeling right now, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm good.
He said it here. He said, all you goofs been throwing my name around
like a boomerang
publicly for years like a frisbee.
Frisbee.
Don't be shocked if I want to go fetch that shit and bring it to your doorstep. It's us. The little Yachty I live. Oh. It all goes back down to Yachty. It's always going back down to Yachty. And it's crazy because Yachty, he's been around for a while, but Yachty has always been the poster child of like hip hop youth. He's like the face of it. Even when he wasn't dropping hot songs, the Sprite commercials, he was like the #1 go-to branding guy for hip hop. Like he was always in the commercials and like shows and shit, everything for like hip hop, right? Here we have academics spazzing about this, the Yachty situation.
The best Drake versus he ever heard. The best work. If he thought this was the best Drake versus he ever heard, we're kicking him straight off the boat. We don't want little boat. Get another boat. Get another boat. Get a whole nother boat, brother. Because if you're gonna gas up my goat and tell him that this is the best shit he's ever rapped, no.
Yeah, and then Drake.
It's true.
Drake said to academics, "Yo, are you salty because I didn't call you? Like, my bad. Like, is that why you're talking like this?" And academics keep saying, like, "Bro, no. Like, if you call me or not, you're my goat. I just have my opinion, you know." So I think Drake might feel like everyone's kind of against him right now. Even though with the Joe Budden one, it could be more personal. Like, I get that. Like, he didn't like how Joe Budden came out his age and, like, the shit with Kai and all that. He's like, whoa, bro. And a 25-year-old, he's like, you fucking 25-year-old. But he said on the album, I looked at it yesterday, the lyrics. There's one song where Drake's literally talking about a 25-year-old girl. Like, oh, you blame it on you being 25, girl. You some shit like that. And it's like, oh, so you said on the album.
If I was that age, you think I'm not...
I mean, 36 fucking a 25-year-old is not bad. It's not creepy.
No.
It's not creepy at all. Especially if you're Drake. Drake doesn't look 36. Drake looks 30.
Yeah.
You know, and he has the money, all the money in the world. If he wants to get surgeries, whatever, shit on his face, he could be 50 years old looking 20 if he wanted to. You know, so that's always going to be the thing. But, yeah, and then Drake, again, came at Joe Budden. He made a post. He said, and he came at us technically, too. He said, I thank God for this life and not having to come to rushed conclusions on Best Buy podcast mics. Now, these aren't, I think those are from Best Buy.
Oh, these are good ass mics.
But those are some good ass mics.
These are good ass mics.
Those are better than these.
And honestly, if you want to give us better, we'll accept it.
Yeah, Drake, if you want to send us some
we
OVO.
ain't mad, bro. We ain't mad.
Drake, send us some OVO store microphones. So this is a photo of a fedora. No one knew, like, oh, not no one knew, but some people didn't know. Like, well, who is this? What is this? But this is the photo fully. This is when Joe Budden used to wear fedoras and he used to have fedora hat bags. So the subliminals kept going. Yeah, man. It's I think that's pretty much it from the post that I made. But Drake is out here shooting his shots, shooting his opinion, and I'll tell you this much. I personally just don't like how Drake, he's showing so much emotion that it's like we realize like, yes, he is a human, but we always feel like Drake is like a GOAT. So if you are of a GOAT stature, you could pull a Kendrick where like you don't have to respond to no one. You don't have to respond to nobody. So for me personally, I feel like Drake responding to people is making him look weaker and is making him look like people are actually right. Like, this album is probably your worst album.
He's always done this though. He's always
responded to people.
He's always responded. He's always responded to backlash.
But directly, I don't think so.
Why do you think they call him the Petty King?
Him and Joe Budden had a big issue when views dropped because Joe Budden's podcast blew up when views dropped because he had a whole rant with a white beater and he was coming at views like, this shit is our ass, like coming at it.
I love views.
At first, a lot of people didn't like it.
I like views.
For a long time, I felt like Views was his worst album.
Oh.
Because ratio-wise, I liked the lowest amount of songs on that album compared to other albums
Views is
on
good.
Views. But now, with more time, Views almost feels like a Take Care Part 2 to me. Like, it's like a beautiful, so many memories with that album.
It's like
so
you
good.
said. It's like you said. He brought up the thing, and people were talking shit about Take Care.
Yeah.
He's always done this shit though. I understand the whole like, since he's viewed as like one of the biggest, and him like lashing at the backlash makes him look less, elegant. I guess you know what I'm saying, like less composed.
Because he doesn't do interviews with them.
But like it It happens though. We all do it, bro. We all fucking do it.
But it's like, what? Why now? Why is he so emotional right now? Why is Drake more emotional? I feel like more than ever, like responding and clapping back to everything, posting more than ever, way more frequently. He posts like twice a day. Posted on his story, like posting photos of people, like the engineer of the podcast. He posted in parks for no reason. Like he was calling Mark Zuckerberg. He said he looked like Mark Zuckerberg. I'm like, why are you coming at Parks?
It's all
It's
all strategy.
He's like the engineer of the podcast. Leave him alone.
Strategy, bro.
You know, and it's like, you're not giving Joe Budden an interview. You're not giving hip hop media interviews. Joe Budden, Charlamagne, Elliot Wilson. Instead, you're coming at them and clapping back on them on social media. You're giving Bobby an interview, these white people interviews, if we're being honest. So that's where, to me, it comes off like, fuck, bro. Give me an interview. Like, maybe now you won't, because like, how I feel about your album is like, do we have to dick ride Drake? Like, he can't expect everyone to dick ride him. People are going to be honest. Like, it's okay not to like your music. You know, so hopefully it's just the personal angles that he doesn't like. But I hope he doesn't come at academics. He doesn't come at, like, he posted some girl. She does reactions like, a young black woman on
that
TikTok.
said she didn't like it.
That she said that she didn't like it. And he posted her. And he said like a little sub, like a little line, like kind of like, okay, or something like that. I heard you at least, some shit like that. And she was like, oh, damn, Drake, you posted me, you know, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I felt how I felt. But she trashed the album. We didn't trash it. His worst is better than a lot of people's best.
Yes.
Because he's Drake.
Yeah.
So it's okay to not like his music. But I feel like bro, if we watch a basketball game and we feel like, damn, LeBron, like you fucking missed the 3-point, the game point shot, the clutch shot, LeBron, fuck. You're still the fucking GOAT. You're still the GOAT. But that playoff performance, it was whack. You should have won the championship this year. You know?
Yeah.
Drake, it felt with this album like he didn't win a championship. Like he didn't go for like album of the year. Like he didn't go for like, this is another classic from my discography. You say you missed the old Drake. Here's a Take Care Part 2, bitch. No. You know, but it's only been a couple days. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, Marlon? Imagine a month from now, we're like riding this album's dick heavy. Like, but I don't think so, though. That's the thing. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think it's good, but I don't know.
I don't think so either. Definitely the songs that we were iffy on are definitely might grow on us. You know what I'm saying? But like the ones that we don't fuck with, bro.
Man,
Cause like why it's not giving me a reason to go back to it.
No. And to end the podcast, last topic, we'll talk about rap music being down 40% in sales this year. Juicy J made a video talking about it, 2-minute long. We'll listen to it and talk about it. And the timing of it, also after the Drake album. Everyone has had pretty low album sales this year, except Drake. Last time around as well. It was except Drake and Travis Scott. And then Travis Scott dropped, high numbers. Drake dropped, high numbers. So the big dogs are going to be the big dogs.
Yeah.
But here's Juicy J.
I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm being real. Rap music is down 40% this year. I'm going to say it again. Rap music is down 40%. Check the charts, check the math. I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. It's down 40%. What are we as rappers, producers, composers, etc. gonna do about this shit? Because it's down 40% this year. Check the charts. Do your research. This is a fact. Let's have a conversation. What are we gonna do as rappers, producers, composers? Let's talk about this shit, how we can.
Now, my take, right? It's down 40%. It happens. It happens. How many genres of music are there, Marlon?
I don't know.
There's a lot, no?
It's been happening for the past couple years.
Especially at least 2 years.
Yeah.
But why? Niggas is dropping some mid. Or lack of better terms, people want to call it trash. People are dropping mid-level projects.
They're just trying to ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to ride the wave, not trying to stay true to what they came in as, which I get. It's understandable. People change, time changes. But they don't want rap beef no more, bro.
There's a sense of there's a lack of competition in rap right now. There's a sense of the rollout is dead, right? The idea of a rollout is dead, and those that do rollouts see success, you know. But different levels of it. Doja Cat, great rollout. Album not as successful. Singles successful. Paint the Town Red is back right now. #1 song in the country again.
Oh wow.
So she is gonna do her thing no matter what, right? SZA had a dope rollout. The anticipation, everyone was talking about like SZA gonna come back. Blah, blah. She had a dope singles leading up to the album. Dropped the album. We love the album.
Good as
To
album.
this day, she's still touring it. Successful album, right? Travis Scott, hell of a rollout every time, right? Every time, and still could have been better because the Egypt show didn't fall through.
Yeah.
That shit fucked things up, right? He's supposed to do more stuff. I think the tour's coming. Oh yeah, we're gonna go on. We're gonna. I think it's next month, whenever
December.
it is. December. Yeah, in December, in 2 months, we're gonna see him in Boston. Shout out to the Cactus Jack team. That's dope, right? Though.
Yeah.
It's still going, but even in that album, what songs have niggas really been playing, bro? Like today, Meltdown with Drake.
Meltdown's on the radio.
That's pretty much it. That's it, nigga.
Nah.
Nigga, that's it. From Utopia?
Hold up.
So it's like
I'm just bad. My memory's just trash.
So it's
Keep
like
going.
even if when they drop, the numbers might be big, the replay value on a lot of these rap albums is lower than ever before.
I know it's on the radio as well.
I know, that's my shit. I know. But like, for example, Travis Scott dropped Utopia. It was a moment. But it feels like it's definitely less impactful than his last album.
Yes.
Doja Cat is a moment. Less impactful than her last album.
But that's because of all the shit she's been doing.
Yeah, 100%. Trippie Redd dropped an album. 2 albums this year. Didn't even feel like he did. He's disappearing. We got to call him probably next week. I want to do like a moment.
We have to call him.
We got to call him
We
alive.
have to check up on him because
It's getting crazy.
yeah.
This is scary at this point. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Because like, bro, you're letting it happen to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Young Thug dropped the album From Behind Bars.
Not good.
Not good album. Disappeared. No one cares about the album no more, right? Drake drops an album. And I think it's his worst album. Still a good album. You know, one of the better albums this year. It's just less impactful. If you were to tell me last year that the album of the year, as of right now, was going to be Gunna, that Gunna was going to have the best album this year, I would be like, what? No. Especially for me, I'm like, I like Gunna, but Drake has to drop a better album than Gunna. Travis Scott has to drop a better album than Gunna. I still feel like Gunna's is better. And it's because of the cohesiveness, you know, the anticipation, and then following up. Dope performances. The videos were dope, you know, and he kept it with the music. It was just about the music. It was nothing else. Yeah, he came out of jail, etc. But then he dropped that song right out of
Bread and butter.
Bread and Butter, hard as hell. Video, hard as hell. You know, it's like, so the quality, like Wallo was saying in the post, I think that's what people are going to care about the most. But there's a lot of other genres. Right now, this year, country music is popping again.
Which is crazy.
So it's like, rap can't always not be, it can't be #1 the whole time. Country, rock, other genres exist.
Country, rock, pop.
So it's going to be okay. You know, maybe this year's not the rap year. But he does have a point, Juicy J. If I am a rapper and producer, I would be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Metro Boomin, Future, drop that album. Let's get that shit going. Nicki.
Yeah, where
Nicki,
are
make
these
sure that
guys?
shit's hard.
I mean, Metro Boomin just dropped the Spider-Man thing, which I liked a lot.
One of the
But,
better
like,
albums this year.
For example, where's Murder Beats?
Yeah, I don't know where Murder Beats is at. I don't know where Zaytoven's is at.
Zaytoven.
You know,
I know
Offset's dropping.
London's had the shit with this girl, but like, where's London?
You know, Ray Sherman dropped the album. It felt like they didn't drop it. No one's talking about that album. Good ass album.
It's good.
No one's talking about the Ray Sherman album.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? So it's like I don't know. It's a
Don
weird
Toliver.
energy. Don Toliver. I didn't love it. I didn't love it, but it's a good
I like
album.
it.
It's a good album. We
Yeah,
reacted
yeah.
to it, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
I didn't.
No?
You did. I didn't.
Yeah, we did, bro.
Nah.
It was you, me, and Edwin.
Nah.
Cause it had no, we did a Pusha T
Yeah.
that had Don Toliver on it.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Cause I remember us doing some Don Toliver shit together. Pusha T was last year though, right? Yeah.
That was last year.
Damn, that's crazy. This year flew by. That shit felt like it was.
Flew fucking.
It felt like we were across the street like fucking last month. We were listening to Pusha T. That's
there
crazy.
was no. I'm not gonna say shit because they're gonna know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
yeah.
we're at, but
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, but no, it's a weird time right now. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but I'm gonna let you know this, that we just gotta let it happen. It is what it is. We can't always be on top. You know, let the energy of the world, like if it's country, let the country rock on. You let that shit happen. Next year we'll get back on top. It's fine. Like it's other genres exist for another reason. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it is wild, you know, because all these years rap has led the pack. You know, rap has been number one. Hip hop has been number one. All these fucking
the
years.
thing is,
bro.
if you think about it, bro, all the trends have taken such a wild turn. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was in high school, like rap was hard, bro. Like rap was hard. We had that
Section 80.
a Section 80, the unforgivable fucking Kendrick verse, Cole going crazy, Black Hippie. You know, we had all this like hard shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what happened after that? What did we get after that? We got that. Now we have like the whole like the whole party New Jersey club shit, and that's kind of like dying down now.
Yeah, it's dying down.
Before that, what was the other shit that we had? I don't know. You get what I mean, though.
Yeah, there's always like a wave.
Yeah.
There's always a wave. There's always a wave. There's always a wave. You know, this year there's like a Spanish wave, corrido wave, Mexican wave.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised Drake didn't get on that wave. That's a wave he missed. That's if there's one wave he missed was that one. I'm shocked.
Because he
posted some of these Mexican
posted,
niggas.
Yeah.
I'm shocked, nigga. That's why I'm confused with this album. I talked about much about it at this point, but yeah, there we have it. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week. Club Ambition Podcast, Cap 105 for that ass. Marloon and Sound in the building, holding it down every fucking weekend, every week. We love and appreciate you guys. Oh damn, we didn't rank the albums. We'll rank them next time.
That's fine.
We'll rank them next time.
We
That's what
spoke
that's.
enough about it.
Yeah, we're gonna rank the Drake albums. Probably not next week. Next week we have a guest. Hopefully, I don't want to announce it on the air because you never know what happens. But we do have a guest, so maybe the week after, or we might do it that week for Patreon. We'll see how shit goes. But we love you. We appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Share your opinion. Is Drake your GOAT? If he is, if he's not, what do you feel about the GOAT album? You know, because now we know this is the album that has a GOAT on it. So for all the dogs, GOAT cover art. What do you feel? What's your take? We're out of here. Bye.